I know. No, it's like I don't know anything about Cobra other than he had a really weird girlfriend. And I saw that they broke up today. I didn't even know they were actually together. I figured they broke up so long ago because of how weird she was. Apparently I'm wrong. I know. High Forbidden Forgotten Locale, Sonic, Caffeine, Eviga, Sap, Canonized Shiloh, Vicious RRU, Percopane, Aqua Teal, Jay Cosney, JC, Vicious. I'm interested if Hypercopane. If somebody does like a, I don't know if I care enough to dive deep into it, but I think if someone puts together like a 2-hour-long video about everything that happened with the girlfriend, I would like to see that, because she was really weird from everything I saw. In reality, we should, instead of watching DSP like we're going to, should be watching Amber Lynn. Amber Lynn, I'm not gonna go on about it for too long, so if you hate Amber Lynn, it's okay. I'll stop in like a minute. Amber Lynn had been dating girls she called Valentine for months. But then they broke up because she said that Valentine had a wife and was having a second life. So she got together with a girl named Emily. It came out that Emily is a feeder. So, and there was a conspiracy theory that Valentine and Emily were the same person. So Amber came on to disprove that by doxing, well, it's not dox, but Amber Lynn people call it dox. She said the name of Valentine, which made Valentine come out and reveal that Amber Lynn knew they were in a relationship the whole time. So basically, she's a homewrecker and also dating a feeder. So basically the only girlfriends that Amber can get now are feeders or actual trolls. Oh, I forgot that part. Valentine was an actual troll. There were an Amber Lynn detractor, and that's why they reached out to Amber. So Amber Lynn can only get homewreckers that are also trolls, or could only be a homewrecker to people who are trolls and feeders. No romance, Amber. So yeah, Cobra and Amber Day, it's been a crazy day. No, I did not, Sap. Sap has a big interview tomorrow. So are you ready? What's your luck? and she doesn't get it. We all love you anyways, but you know, good luck. All right, let's go in order. All right, so I am going to start with the podcast from July 30th, which yeah, please list the Keemstar as your reference. And Angry Grandpa. Get behind the camera. Okay, well, let's watch this pre-stream. This is the one where DSP... I might just skip to the... Oh, no. It has a really good start. It starts well, and then he starts talking about Kino Casino for like an hour. I guess we can start here.
What is up, everyone? Phil here, and welcome to the Level 1 podcast. Today, I'm still sick, as if you can't tell from how I sound, right? But today we got some game news to cover. Got an update, obviously, on my health. Got an update on everything going on this week. The big conclusion to Fallout 4 is finally today.
Setup. I just haven't played any games recently.
So I hope that you will join me for the show.
I'll do that soon.
Oh my god, listen to this. Great.
Maybe tonight.
I hope that you will stick around and join me for the show, despite the fact that I will sound... So I hope that you will join me for the show. Oh my god, listen to this.
Oh my god, listen to this. Great.
I hope that you will stick around and join me for the show, despite the fact that I will sound
I can't
so
go to work.
Gross. All right,
I can't go to school. This Shingo sucks ass. Did somebody make it for him, or is it like public domain somewhere? Either way, it really sucks. The template.
Alrighty, everybody. Welcome to the show. Today is Tuesday, the 30th of July, 2024. I'm DSP, and I'm like 50% functional, I guess I could say. Seriously.
He's 50% functional. Oh. And for no adult human person should a cold take away 50% of your functionality. With a cold, you probably lose like 15 or 20% function if it's a really bad cold.
So, as an update, which I'm sure you can hear, my symptoms have progressed with this bad head cold. At this point, now I have head congestion, constant runny nose, and throat gunk constantly, which causing me to cough. I did take some medicine this morning.
Hey, Charles. Ambitious.
To try to help clear this up.
Yeah, his brain's swelling. His brain's on fire.
Last night was not good. So, basically, my wife and I went to bed early because she had to work early today, and I already wasn't feeling good. And I'd say
Well, see, that's the thing. Is that 50% is off of Bill, not a normal, healthy adult, so...
Slept.
That's scary. I mean, she's on like 20% functionality.
Like, I probably slept till like 5 in the morning, maybe 6.
I hope his cat didn't wake him up.
So it was a good few hours, probably 5 hours of good solid sleep. And then I woke up, and Jasper was awake, making noise, trying to get me up. And I'm like, oh, Jasper, why are you waking me up at 5
Jasper
in the morning?
Jasper doesn't know that he has to fucking work to pay his bills.
What happened was all my symptoms shifted to the next level. So previously, my symptoms had been constant runny nose and some gunk in my throat, but it wasn't necessarily like making me cough. It was just in there, and I had to clear it once in a while.
Shifted to the next level. How bad can a fucking cold
double
be?
Nostril congestion and the gunk in my throat now accumulating constantly.
I had a cold like a month ago.
I basically couldn't breathe. And I'm like, now how am I going to get back to sleep? So I spent like an hour uncomfortably shifting around trying to figure out how to sleep. While Jasper Kitty was trying to get my attention, I kept telling him, no, I'm not staying awake, Jasper. I'm sick. I don't feel good. And then finally I realized, oh, yeah.
He sat Jasper down and was like, hey, Jasper, listen, Daddy doesn't feel good. Meanwhile, it's a fucking cat. He has no idea what he's saying.
What I used to do when I was younger and I would always have bad head congestion, I would prop myself up on a bunch of pillows and just kind of sit up. Because that makes it easier to breathe. If you can't breathe through your nose, you can at least breathe through your mouth. So I did that, and no lie, within like 15 minutes, I had passed out asleep.
Oh, there he is.
I was like, oh, good. So it actually...
Hey, cats are assholes. Jasper, I just said that Jasper doesn't know English. But Jasper 100% knows what's going on. Because he jumped up right on time to be like,
so
yeah,
I did
bitch.
finally get back to rest. But
Yeah, I woke this
I had
motherfucker up.
lost a bunch of sleep, and, I'm just not feeling good. I'm feeling very worn out right now. This morning I took a shower, and basically I'm in the shower
Hey,
for
Kasky.
like 20 minutes, like a hot shower, because I'm trying to get the hot moisture to clear everything up, right? And finally, when I'm just about to get out of the shower, the gunk in my throat breaks. And I'm like, oh, I can clear my throat.
The best thing is I don't know if it's here or later on in the stream, but at some point, he welcomes Jade back. So DSP is here saying he's at 50% functionality when his fan, who is a legit non-functional human being, just got out of hospital for his surgery.
Throat. This is excellent. It was so stuck in there all night. And then I came downstairs to have my breakfast, and as I was having my bagel, I took some Robitussin, which is supposed to be everything for the chest and throat. So hopefully, it won't be a big deal today. It won't be accumulating. I'll be able to clear my throat when I need to.
He says, yeah, Jade, I'm pretty bad too. One guy was in the hospital. It wasn't Phil.
It's a rough one. Especially I would love to have more time off, but I can't. I had the one day off, and I got to be here. My wife's working. I got to be working. That's just life. When you own your own business, right, and you don't have backups,
wow.
You're a streamer like me, and you're not rich, right? You don't have thousands of dollars of accumulated extra wealth to make up for days when you're sick. You got to be here,
if you're making
right?
over 6 figures every year for like more than a decade, you might be able to save up a little bit.
Are okay with me sounding so bad today. All right?
Hey, Bill Bresky.
But what I want to say before we even get started, I want to welcome back Jade. Jade is back. After having been gone for almost 2 weeks, Jade has returned. And I'm just reading some of the things Jade is saying.
He was in the hospital.
I'm home now. The doc said to chill for 6 weeks. Yeah, Jade, we missed you, man. We did.
The doctor said that Jade has to do nothing but chill for 6 weeks. And DSP is here saying he's at 50% functionality because of a cold.
Like, you're a regular and you're a positive person in the chat, and we all missed you. We're all wondering what happened to you, and then, we got the update. We've all been praying for you, so welcome back to Jade.
Yeah,
and,
DSP definitely prayed for him.
Hopefully you'll have a quick recovery there on your end as well, all right? So...
Wait, a quick recovery on...
Hopefully you'll have a quick recovery there on your end as well.
Have a quick recovery on your end as well. Like, comparing both their illnesses. One of them's a cold, and one of them the dude that's, like, probably a year away from death.
All right? So, toughing through this, guys, and, just to forewarn everyone, kitty on the floor, just to forewarn everyone, I'm going to be blowing my nose all day. I'm going to be
Jade's fine.
Clearing my throat all day. There's nothing I can do about this.
You'll outlive DSP.
I feel bad, and, I'm going to do my best to put out content for you when...
Exactly, Kasky.
When I'm like this.
It's insane.
Okay?
Kasky, you had serious kidney failure, Jade? That's awful. I've been dying of a cold, too.
So, oh my god. So, what a great podcast this is going to be, huh? I'll try to get through this. So, what's going on? Well, today we returned to gameplay. Yesterday was React Day. Great React Day. Great clips on the DSP versus the Internet show. Good progress in the Mario and Sonic Olympic Games co-op that we did over on DSP Throwback as a retro React.
I mean, the good thing is that Jay can't be offended by it because he's probably not cognizant of how that sounds.
The Olympics next weekend, right? So it'll be perfect to time it with that. And
Kasky, I'm not trying to die.
And good stuff coming up on both channels. I hope that you'll check out the videos as they go live over the course of the week. Outside of that, today we're back to gameplay. So what are we doing today? First of all, you may notice something. Look
hey, what's
how
up,
different the stream looks, right? Look how different the colors are, how they pop.
Whoa.
It's so crazy different to have this new camera that has such great color balance. You know what I mean? Like, this camera is outstanding.
I'm already at
compared to the old one. The old one, it didn't even look green. The old one, it just kind of looked like a weird, like Minter Seafoam. Here we actually have a nice green color in the background, and all
See,
my
having good colors and a nice balanced color is cool when you have really cool stuff on screen. But if you just have a bunch of bullshit, then it doesn't matter.
my LED lights will look like
You have
this,
the best
nice crisp colors,
color
moving forward
balance
because
and
the camera is so
Christmas
good.
colors, and
So,
it does
hope
not
you
matter.
enjoy it. I figured for the finale of Fallout,
Because
I would
at
go
the end of
all
the day,
out
you're just staring at
and
film and some
kind of go on
pixel
a trip
art.
down memory lane, do all the different Fallout playthroughs that I've done. Of course, now next time I play Fallout, we'll have to add a new one here for Spoon, the 2024 Fallout 4 playthrough with Spoon, right?
Yeah, the closet door. See, the thing is, you can really see the whites of the closet door.
Oh. Wait a minute. Nothing there, but that side was it's disgusting. Anyway, so yes, Fallout 4 will finish today, and we're basically right at that critical point, are we not? Don't we have to make our decision? I think we're at the point where we have to make a decision. Do we keep helping the Institute, or do we go back to one of the other factions and align with them
gonna save the channel
and see how it ends? I'm not 100% sure.
This is what everybody was
but
waiting for
near
the lighting.
We'll definitely beat it today. There's just not that much left in the game. Even no matter what ending we pick, each ending is only about an hour long, if I remember correctly. They're not very lengthy. So we'll definitely wrap up the playthrough today. It definitely needs to end. I mean, I've been doing this playthrough since what, April, May? I think it was like late April, early May when the show came out on Prime Video. So yeah,
Lighting setup improvements.
Excuse me. So now I'm burping too. Wow, it's just like everything. I'm coughing. That's cool. By the way, one thing I should bring up with this new camera, I know it looks better. I have a different lighting now. I'm not using the brighter light. I'm using an LED. It's LED instead of, it used to be the daylight, which kind of looks like almost like those bulbs. You know those bulbs? That, what are they called? They're not LED bulbs that are the whiter light, but they're the ones that are more yellowish. I think they call them like daylight or sunlight. Cool. Like that's the setting that I was using on this ring light for like a year and a half. But now with this new webcam, I actually use LED, but the LED light is so bright, I can lower it. And I lowered it like 2-3 clicks. So now it's actually darker in here, which actually
let's go to Kino Casino.
It's actually not as irritating on my eyes. And I'm wondering if this actually would be better for me overall, you know, health-wise. But
I think
you be the judge. The gameplay is out there right now. A lot of people have put out the raw gameplay.
Discussing medications.
First 4 hours they were allowed to put out. All right, guys. So the news is done. Oh, I'm fully stuffed and feeling like crap. All right. Let's get to shout outs.
A piece of peace.
So I received
a
$2 tip from Bloomkit. He says, "I'm sick. I feel your pain. I'm sorry to hear that you're sick as well, Bloomkit. Being sick sucks." Oh. Okay.
Get generous
Hold
donation.
On. My nose is running again. This is ridiculous. It's just unfair. To be honest, can I talk a little bit about it? Would you guys like to talk a little bit about it? Because a lot of people have been asking me stuff about this recently.
Oh, did I go to
running?
When is he? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
This morning,
we found it
at 10 a.m. before I even started broadcasting. I received an incredibly generous $100 tip. $100.
I'm clapping. You probably can't hear it though. Damn, let's go.
Oh, I like to dance, but I don't really have energy.
There you go, Phil. His cold is too much. He can't dance in his chair for,
Hold on. My
for
nose
3
is running
seconds.
Again. This is ridiculous. I can't even shout out stuff because my nose won't stop running. Oh my god.
Those are pissed.
All right, I'm gonna read it. Cheers from Kino Casino. They really are good guys over there, man. They go after people, sure, but people who deserve it.
Hey, movie
You've been maligned for years. It's just unfair. Take care, bro.
Yeah, they're a respectable local show.
That is awesome. Thank you to whoever this is. They didn't put a name on it. But as I said,
not like those other locale shows.
Yeah, these guys.
I love drama
From Kino Casino.
and bringing
You're
people
gonna be
down.
really nice to me, and can I be honest? Can I
For
talk a little bit
gentleman's
about it?
version.
Would you guys like to talk a little
Yeah,
bit about
side
it?
scrollers were good
A lot of
guys
people have
once
been
upon
asking
a
me
time.
stuff about this recently. So this is anonymous. Okay. So basically, I think what's happening is
Oh,
it's
here we
pretty
go.
simple. All right. Over the years, there's been a group of people on the internet called lolcows. Okay. Typically, these are people who
Blooper, I need your good faith analysis. Is this a genuine Kino Casino fan or Ryan LARPing as a Kino fan? I think a genuine Kino fan would not give a fuck if detractors knew their name, so why anon? My first thought was that it is someone LARPing. It's one of DSP's fans. Because they do this all the time, right? DSP's fans always go on, and it's like a meme now, and DSP thinks it's real. They go on saying, "Hey Phil, I've been a fan since 2009, but this is just the first time I've ever talked or commented." They do that all the time. So I would not be shocked if they did this with the Kino Casino thing. The only problem is $100 is kind of high to be LARPing, but we've seen troll tips that are above what the a normal person would spend. Oh yeah, and then tipping overnight. I feel, yeah, I feel like they would do during the stream, right? That's interesting.
end up getting a group of haters,
I'm pretty sure it's not actually a Kino fan, but I mean it might be.
trolls, detractors,
There's
whatever you wanna
idiots
call them,
everywhere.
who do everything in their power to mess with them, to elicit a response.
Yeah, oh, I see.
Correct? That's really what it is. Lolcow culture is like, we're going to do stuff to mess with someone's life, to milk them.
Yeah, either way, they're stupid, so I guess it doesn't really matter. The only thing is that if it isn't a legit, a true and honest Kino fan, that makes this way funnier. Like, if this is if this is a OIC just LARPing, that makes this like 45-minute rant so fucking funny.
Elicit a response. Correct? That's really what it is. Lolcow culture is like, we're going to do stuff to mess with someone's life, to milk them, essentially, for content. Right? Now, I've been grouped in with these group of people, but it's groups of people such as Low Tier God, Wings of Redemption, Boogie, and many others. Okay, it's not just us, but we're like the more prominent ones people know about, right? But I think what's been happening,
Hopefully we have some chill fun to end the night.
several years.
Unless you're European.
It's been a long time coming, in my opinion. And you could see the writing on the wall, just that a lot of people don't want to see it. Is that once you get to a certain point, okay?
These are probably the most delusional takes that DSP does. He does this so, I don't know, not so often, but with stuff like whenever he gets a viral tweet, he always comes on and talks about how the internet is changing their opinion on him, and he's been doing that for years. He's been doing this for like 3 or 4 years at the very least.
He kind of gets tired. The narrative continues so long.
Yeah, like today he's gonna say that the narrative has been changing over the last like 4 or 3 years. But then 4 or 3 years ago, when he did like the pro Jared dunking session, he was like, yeah, over the last few years, everything's been changing.
And what you start to see is a division. You start to see people who are like, oh, well, if people are gonna make fun of me and mess with me, I'm gonna ride that wave. I'm gonna use that as my way to get over on the internet. I'm gonna take that bag. I'm gonna make money doing it. I'm gonna milk my trolls and get them to come watch content that I'm making that's lolcow-esque and the like. On the flip side of that, there's people who
he could be right about that. I don't know if Boogie's attempt to milk being a lolcow is gonna be profitable in the long run, but What's more, Dan, fake tipping $100 is Kino Casino to make Phil happy, or sliding to Amber's DM to troll but actually falling in love when wrecking your marriage for her? Definitely the second one, I would say. Well, actually, she's out $400 because she sent her the Lego. So it's about 4 times as bad.
Problem with this, you're like, I just want nothing to do with this. I'm just a normal person. I don't know how I ever got involved to begin with, right? I got sucked in against my will. And all I want to do is sit here and make a living, having fun, chilling with you guys, and be left alone. Really, I want nothing. I want nothing to do with it at all, correct? Nothing. So, the funny part about this is, it's gone 2 ways. Some of these lolcows went so far in one way that now they have the entire ire of the internet on them. Take a look at what's been going on with Boogie recently, right? I mean,
just declare yourself not a lolcow.
You can't be having your end-all be-all on the internet be that you're a lolcow and just continuously be involved with drama and over-the-top nonsense and doing it on purpose to make money. It's not going to turn out well for you.
I kind of agree with this.
But he does what he wants to do. He doesn't listen to anyone. He makes the same mistakes over and over.
Or probably blow up in his face.
And he ends up where he is right now. Okay? For me, I've done everything I can to avoid it. And the thing is, if you follow me,
except right? He still does all the stuff that makes him a lolcow. The only thing that he does to avoid it is ban people talking about the drama in his chat.
You'll see the difference between me and these other people. Every freaking week or two, there's new drama involving these people, right? Every week or two, there's something new going on, that they've done something ridiculous, over the top, nonsensical. And it's like, what is going on? With me, it's like, why are people even bringing my name up? What has happened dramatic with me in the last several months to couple of years, honestly? The shit that people bring up is
nothing dramatic, I guess, has happened to Phil recently from what I'm remembering. But he's still doing the stuff that makes him a lolcow every single day. The begging, the lying, the stupid-ass opinions.
Exactly the same shit that they brought up for the past 5 years.
Hey, that's a good point, Stu. He's avoiding it by spending 3 hours in Kino Casino chat and just completely sucking them off. Inviting them to make fun of him.
Nothing new has happened. Nothing new is happening. I've grown. I've improved. I make less mistakes now than I ever did before. And all I want to do is be left alone. I don't want to live as part of lolcow culture. I don't want to milk it. I don't want to make money off of it. I just want to make positive content for my audience, right? I want to be left alone. That's a far different attitude.
Hey, nothing's done has changed.
Me, right? For personal gain. So what's happened is a couple things. Number one, I think in the last few years, people have started to separate me from the other lolcows, especially when Keemstar was dying to have me on his stupid-ass podcast, and I refused. And I basically gave him the middle finger and said, fuck you, I want nothing to do with you or your content, ever. I'm not like you. Okay?
Wow.
I think a lot of people respected that.
Yeah, a lot of people respected that. If you go on the internet, you could just find so many people saying, you know what, I really respect Phil for sticking to his morals. In reality, people were calling him retarded for turning down 50,000.
I said, wow, we thought for sure someone, if
Phil
still claims
begging.
He's hard up on money sometimes, and we thought for sure he'd take the payday and he'd jump on there with the other clowns, right? But he didn't.
I mean,
that actually built up a lot of respect.
Lolcow podcast sucks ass.
Different communities for me. Not to say that these
I didn't build
like
up respect for.
But these are communities that used to group me in the worst of the worst. And I'm like, well, wait a minute.
No one said I respect Phil
actually
for his
sounds
morals.
like he's actually not that bad anymore.
Yeah, he's not that bad anymore.
Now, on the flip side of this, what's happened over the years
Let's go. He turned down that money so he could come and beg his audience. They're literally giving him disability checks.
Those
that's
people
so cool.
Who used to be my biggest critics,
that's why people don't hate him anymore.
Milkers and milk me for content have finally had the tables turned on them, right? All of a sudden, their closets cracked open and a giant pile of skeletons jumped out. And as the skeletons jumped out, people were like, wait a minute. Hold on a second. This is the person who used to rail on Phil every day for stuff.
He's talking about, like, RTU right now. He's acting like RTU is, like, the top detractor when no one even considers him a detractor.
But look at all this dirty laundry that just spilled out. They're no better than him. In fact, they're worse than him because they had all this shit that actually was going on. And I've said this over the years, and I'll say it again. I personally feel the reason why there are people who full-time do this kind of, like, harsh drama content against people.
Yeah, this literally just
because
about
they're miserable.
RTU.
In real life, right? Like, take a
No
look
cruising
at
games railed
someone
on.
like Review Tech
He's
USA,
railed by-
who, for the years and years and years of content that I've put out, that's been positive content for my audience.
Who else can you be talking? Yeah, he's literally just talking about RTU. What other detractor has had their skeletons come out of the closet recently? If you guys dox me right now, all you find out is like, or I went to school. You won't find anything interesting.
He always has to be there to make fun of every little thing, every idiosyncrasy that I do, right? He's the one who every year literally has an annual party to celebrate my incident from May
Yeah,
of
Kasky.
2016. 8 years.
I guess that
Annually,
counts.
this guy celebrates accidental masturbation. I want you to think about that. This is like a big highlight of his life.
Is that a big highlight for
If
his
you
life?
said that to anyone outside of the internet and said, there's a guy who literally celebrates that someone accidentally whacked off on camera every year, they'd be like, what the fuck is wrong with that person? What, are they mentally ill? Well, probably. Yeah. Because who else would
Yeah,
celebrate
wait a second. He didn't accidentally masturbate. That's true. That's a good point, Peace.
that? Like, all it is someone like him looks at someone like me and wants to celebrate my mistakes and
I didn't realize that wording. He accidentally masturbated.
shortcomings to make him feel better about himself.
Hard to do on
Because in
accident.
reality, if you take a look at Review Tech versus me, his content is toxic, his content is harmful, his content is drama. He has 1 million subs because he makes toxic, harmful drama content. It's the lowest common denominator. It's the easiest kind of content you can make on the internet. It's trash. Okay? That's why he's popular. Because
Most people know him for that kind of
watch the
nice.
trash content, and he made money. But in reality, if you take a look at him and his life, now that these things are coming out, right? These things are being
Yeah,
revealed
but RTU isn't
about
like
his
a.
life and things behind the scenes. This guy's fucking
detractor.
miserable, right? His family life fell apart. His
He's another
business is
fucking
falling
locale on
apart.
the internet.
All his relationships have fallen apart. And so his attacking me over the years was literally projecting his I'm better than you attitude on me, when in reality, my life was getting better behind the scenes and his was falling apart. You see? And that's why people like that act like that.
Thank you,
You
Sap,
see?
for the
But
super chat.
He knew that
And
if he
for
focused on
accidentally
me being
jorking
bad,
your
the
penis
light would be
earlier.
off of him. Plus, he'd be feeling better about himself, right? And I think they're all like that.
Thank you for
I'm
the super
sorry,
chat.
it doesn't matter how many subs you have, how many views you have, and how much money you make. Are you happy?
Yes. Yeah, I can tell you right now that I'm happy. Yeah, I have. Sorry to say, Phil, I don't have anything bad going on in my life.
Right? Because I'm a firm believer that if you are happy,
Literally, I just think this is funny. Sometimes Phil does make me mad. Sometimes he pisses me off because he's so fucking stupid. But in general, I do this because it's funny. And I like to laugh. And so if I like to laugh, I like watch Phil. I like to watch Phil.
you would not be bringing down others around you. You'd be so busy with content that makes you happy, with things in your life that make you happy, you wouldn't want to bring down others, right? That's my opinion anyway, and that's why I don't do it. I don't sit here crapping on people constantly. I'm only doing it when people bring it up or someone brings me into the situation. Like Rich has been bringing me up recently, really nasty stuff, and it's like, yeah, I'll
That's
respond
word
to it
expand
then,
on.
but I got shit to do, man. I've got games
Send
to play.
abstinent.
I got chill stuff to do with you guys. This is more important to me. It's like, yeah, I'll respond to it then, but I got shit to do, man. I've got games to play. I got chill stuff to do, but I got shit to do, man. I've got games to play. I got chill stuff to do with you guys. This is
I've got shit to do, man. I've got video games to play. I've got chill stuff to do. He can't even think. After he said games, he had to sit there and think about what other stuff he has to do. Hey, for retro.
more important to me than sitting here reacting to a bunch of these idiots.
Yeah, and
on the
spending
internet,
3 hours in
right?
Kino's
And
chat.
so I think what's happened is in the last 3 or 4 years, there's been a division, especially when I refuse to be involved with
Has to
Keemstar
beat
and
his
his
cap, dude.
alcohol bullshit, right? So what happens is you get the division, and people are like, wait a minute, Phil is not who everyone says he is, right? They want you to believe he is.
Wait,
because
who's saying that?
Keemstar and his lolcow bullshit, right? So what happens is you get the division, and people are like, wait a minute, Phil is not who everyone says he is.
Who's saying that? I didn't. Did any of you guys say that? Phil's not the guy I think he is.
Right?
I didn't see anyone say that.
They want you to believe he is, because that benefits them. Then they can make more content.
All because he turned down $50,000. Well,
he's not, right? He has nothing to do with this whatsoever, right? So leave him alone. And I think that guys like at the Kino Casino, these are guys over on Kick. Yes, they react to content. There's drama content. I mean, they've been reacting to the big MrBeast situation that's been going on recently. They react to the Boogie situation. They react to review tech stuff. And it's funny because they react to me too. And I've watched the stuff that they've said about me. Okay? I've watched it. Some of it's unfair, I feel. Like, there was actually a whole segment they did a week or two ago saying I had a midlife crisis. But if you actually listen to it, it's all misinformation. It's them
could you imagine
really
cucking out
incorrect notions about me
for a stream that makes fun of you all the time?
Kind of, going off of that for comedic purposes. I don't find that offensive. Why? Because these guys, all right, when they're saying that stuff, they're not literally sitting there trying to ruin my life.
Somebody makes a Blooper World Order hate channel. I'm not cucking out for them.
Like, for example, the other day, they reviewed me reviewing the Feastables bar from MrBeast. And they made fun of me, but they also made fun of the candy. They did all that. It was entertaining. These guys are not sitting here to be malicious to me. And that's why I think that they're different. They've actually taken a look at the situation, and as outsiders, because they haven't been involved in it, as outsiders, they can see what's equivalent and what's not. And they're like, Phil is not
for it, Sam,
like all these other people who people are trying to group him in with. He's not trying to capitalize on the lolcow.
Yeah, if this is a long game and he eventually realized they're just doing this for content, it would be pretty silly.
Call culture bullshit. He doesn't want to be involved with Keemstar and his bullshit. He just wants to be left alone, but people won't leave him alone. They bring up the same tired shit for 4 or 5 years. One of the interesting things they said the other day, because the other day was the marathon, right? And I'm sitting here, and one of my trolls was in the chat, and they go, oh, you bought a new car. All right, now for the record, no, I haven't bought a new car. I don't have credit or money to buy a car. Okay, I don't need a new car. My car is still fine. 2017 car, it's still fine. I'll probably have it still for a while before I consider looking for a new car. And I said, no, I didn't get a new car. I don't know why you would even bring that up.
They're equal opportunity razzers.
I don't even understand. And the few people that were in the chat from Kino Casino, they all said it together. They said, who cares if he bought a new car? How is that your business?
You know why? Because Phil comes on the internet every day and begs for $50. Because every stream he's on there asks for more contributions from the fucking 4 people that actually donate to his chats. That's why people bring up what Phil does. Have you noticed that nobody ever looks at what I buy? Or no one, like any other streamer. Have you noticed that no one cares if they buy a new car, or if they buy a new video game, or if they buy a $500 coffee maker like Phil did? No. It's all because nobody else begs for, well, some people do. But most people aren't acting like they're destitute.
If Phil works, makes money, and decided to buy a new car,
thank you, World Order.
Why would you ask on his stream? Why would you be in his personal shit? Like, what are you talking about? And the person immediately was like, oh shit, and got thrown the fuck out, and that was it. And I was like, wow, these people actually stuck up for me. Like, they actually had a realist take. Instead of everything being drama about Phil, they actually saw it from a realistic perspective. Like, what the fuck cares? Even the thing is, and I've told you guys many times over the years, all the shit that's said about me usually is based on a nugget of truth that then gets extrapolated into a world of bullshit.
That's a big word.
Right? Have I ever played mobile games? Yes. Have I spent money on mobile games? Yes. 99% of the stuff said out there about me playing mobile games is a lie. But it's like I've said, I would much rather have the devil I know than the devil I don't. Right now, if I were to open up all my accounts and prove to you that everything was false, people would use the information I just showed you to hurt me further in other ways. I've been through the whole mobile game slander for 4 years. I don't care. It doesn't affect me anymore, right? It doesn't bother me. So I'd rather have that slander continue over here, because it's bullshit, than have a whole new can of worms opened up.
I agree with the World Order.
I've even balanced this many times. I've talked to professionals. I've talked to lawyers about it, and they're saying, you're doing the right thing, okay? The funny part about it is, even if it was true, it's still none of anyone's fucking business. But it's not true.
But it's
but
true.
If it were, it still wouldn't be anyone's business.
But it is true.
I should...
And again, just like I said earlier, the reason it's people's business is because of the fact that he begs for money every single day on stream. If he did not do that, I guarantee you no one would care what his money went to.
Still able to spend my money however the fuck I want. I could have 10 Tesla Cybertrucks in my backyard, right? I could have an entire dancing line of WWE wrestlers doing my lawn right now who I handpicked to do it. It doesn't matter. That's my money. You know what I'm saying? What are you talking about? How is this anyone's fucking business? And I agree with these people. I'm like, you know what? I never thought about it like that because I've been under attack for so long that for me, I'm so used to being under attack. It's like, well, I never...
Say that one more time.
Hey, what are you talking about? How is this anyone's fucking business? And I agree with these people. I'm like, you know what? I never thought about it like that because I've been...
This is why...
But no.
Wait, is this been...
I have 209 viewers right now for fall.
Video. This is why.
So thank you, Evangelist, for the super chat. Now, guys, listen. We're at the end of the stream. Please support the stream. At this point, I'm going to be honest. I'm tired of saying it. All right? You guys know what my goals are. I actually had a really good night of dolls in. All right? A really good night of dolls in. If you like the Street Fighter stuff, please support it. Or what am I supposed to do? Not play Street Fighter as much? You guys said you were tired of Bison. I gave you a whole night of dolls in good gameplay where I'm going back and forth with master people. Right? Please support the stream. This is the last chance because we're at the end now. We only have about another 10-15 minutes left likely. Okay? All right. Thank you to Page 5 for a super sticker of a wiener.
Yeah, so that's the exact reason why people care what you do with your money, because you act like you're destitute and you beg for the money every day.
I've been under attack for so long that for me, I'm so used to being under attack. It's like, well, I never want to talk about it ever. But now I start to think about it. I'm like, you know, these people are right. It's no one's fucking business or anything, right? Like, what are you talking about? So I think what's happened is now you get guys like Kino Casino and others. It's not just them. I get the feeling there's others out there now who are looking at the situation and they're like, this is the dumbest thing. How do you keep bringing up Phil's name? They see guys like Review Tech. They see guys like Keemstar who can't keep my name out of their mouths. And they're like, why do they keep bringing up Phil?
Do they? Do they say that? I haven't. I do not watch Kino Casino enough to know whether they say that. But...
because they're so upset with the fact that I'm still here. I'm not involved with their bullshit drama circles, but I still make a living and I'm still successful. I'm fulfilled in my life. Happy. They can't stand that. You understand? Because their whole thing is misery, bringing down others for personal gain, and they can't bring me down.
He's too strong.
They hate me because of that, right? Kino Casino guys have been very nice to me.
Yeah, they call you King.
Week, and I've only spoken with them a couple of times, and we've had some really nice conversations.
They call him King, so he's...
And I don't want to commit to anything because I'm not going to. I refuse to. But the way I see it is, you know, you take it slow.
Not even call him King.
Obviously,
for
when
real,
you're involved with a new group of people, you want to be sure that the best interests on both sides are there, right? And so if maybe I do something...
God, I want him to be, like, lurking in the stream before he says anything, and then for them to call Cat fat and say a bunch of shit about her. That would be amazing.
Guys in the future. It would be planned. You'll know about it, okay? And I mean, like, something formal. I don't mean, oh, you know, some of you guys drop into my stream, or maybe I drop into their stream. That's casual, right? I mean, like, planning something out where maybe... we'll actually work together on something.
That's not true, Seth.
You know, in a capacity.
They respect him, and they don't say anything that's out of line.
Plan it together. Let's work on it together. Let's make sure that it works and stuff. And we'll work that out, right? There's a possibility we might do something over the summer. I don't know, right? But at the same time,
yeah, we're gonna go watch
I want to be sure that it's the best
this.
interests of everyone. I don't want to make a mistake like I've made in the past, where, for example, side scrollers. The whole idea of going on side scrollers, they invited me to just be a standard guest on their show. And I was like, sure, I'll show up on your show and we'll hang out together and we'll have a good time or whatever.
The equal opportunity razzers.
Now to pay, doing Lego streams now to pay his bills.
Lego? What does that mean? Building Lego?
Okay, so what happened is his wife, Fat Cat, She got into building Lego.
Oh, fuck
So-
you. Jesus Christ.
But so anyway, as I was saying,
Go.
so Fat
These are-
Cat got into
Wow,
building Lego, but Phil had no interest.
These are
But now she
equal
spends
opportunity
all her
razzers.
time like
Razzers.
building Lego alone. So Phil is like jealous of this and is now going to make his entire content about Lego. This is crazy. Phil, Lego is not going to pay the bills. Get in there and grind Street Fighter every character to master until you die. Okay? Doing
Fat Cat and conspiracy theories.
By the way, I'm having a blip in my internet again.
That's just how
It should clear
friends
up in a
rouse
second,
you.
'cause this is-
I always go up to my friends and I always call their wife Fat whatever. Fat Amber.
happened yesterday too, and then it cleared right up. I guarantee you. I don't know what's going on. I'm having these little blips in my internet.
Hey,
in the
how's Fat
afternoon,
Amber doing?
And then they go right away. It should come back in a minute. Let's see. I'll tell everyone in chat. FYI, I'm having a blip in my internet. Okay, it's coming back now. There we go. It's back now. Okay, so with the side scrollers thing, the idea was I was going to go on their show and be a guest and have fun. We were going to talk about topics. We were going to hang out, shoot the shit. It wasn't supposed to be an interview. All of a sudden, because my detractors contact them and flood them with requests, it becomes a giant interview that they use to propel themselves to internet attention and stardom. And since then, basically they've done nothing but benefit from that stupid interview, right? Well, the whole idea here is Kino Casino is talking to me and they're like, we don't have any intention of that at all. Like, why is it that you can't have fun on the internet with anyone? Why is it that every time that you attempt to have fun, someone tries to thwart it? That's fucked up. I agree. I can't just hang out with someone and have a casual time and have fun. Every time that I go to do a stream with Brian and play
desperate for
casual Street Fighter, my
allies.
fucking
Yep.
dumb fuck, mentally ill, insane haters have to flood his chat with insane amounts of toxic negativity.
I don't know if you know this, Bill, but Brian is kind of just on Twitter with the haters. And I don't know, it doesn't seem like he's
Negativity about memes.
he's
about
mad
me
about them.
and awful things and terrible things about viewers and stuff. What the fuck? What's wrong with them? They're nuts. You know? So every time I try to do this stuff, they have to interject themselves, right? Into it. Well, I think that Kino Casino's smarter than
Brian
that.
doesn't seem
And they
mad
know
about them.
the bullshit that's there, and they'd rather be fair, and that's nice. So we'll see what happens. All right? And I
Brian's
want to
actually
thank
been on
this
a
person
detractor
from
stream,
Kino
so
Casino coming by, being nice, right? So nice. I mean, what $100 tip is crazy. I mean, I didn't even know about these guys until like a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago. Someone had mentioned them in chat, saying that they were talking about me, and then I found that clip where they were referencing Rich, and basically, you know, I referenced that clip then, and then we kind of gone back and forth for like the last week.
go back and forth.
Listen, so
Just like
far,
him and that wrestler.
I've seen absolutely nothing but positivity from these guys, right? And by the way, rest assured, I'm going to be careful because I've told you guys I'm going to be careful with this community. I care about all you guys who come to my content and watch it every day. I want to make sure that anything that I get involved with, it's not going to negatively affect this community in any way. That's more important to me that we maintain our positive community than to just get some kind of a temporary boost in attention because I'm on someone's show or they're on mine or whatever. I want you to understand that. At the same time, this has been a completely different experience. This is not, oh, so DSP, you know, is interested in talking with us or whatever. Let's turn this into a full fucking 10-ring circus.
Thank you, Black
with
Mage.
every single person who's never liked him on the show.
He's going to turn on them. Question is when and why. Well, the reason might be because they turn on him.
Let's interview him for 7 hours. Let's then make.
But
weeks and
it's
weeks
definitely
of
happening
content after
either
the
way.
fact to milk it and his haters.
Thank
You
you,
know, it's
Black
like
Mage.
what? That's what gets me. Is like, how do people not understand the difference between? All I wanted to do was be a guest on Side Scrollers. They turned that into an unlimited time interview, which I agreed to. And then after giving them that time and respect, they then went on weeks of milking negativity against me and taking money away from
Looks
my
like
haters who
Expand
were so
Dong's
dumb
got
they
some good
paid them
videos up.
to shit on me for weeks. And then after the fact of telling me, it's off, you can't be a guest on our show, we don't trust you, fuck off. When the gravy train dried up, Then they tried to contact me. Oh, can we play Street Fighter together? Would you like to appear on the show? No, fuck you. What are you, crazy? You treated me like dirt. Why on earth would I come back to your content? You'd have to be an idiot. And the truth is, because they are idiots. They actually thought I would go back. They thought for, like, what would I benefit from that? Right? They're out of their minds, right? So, exactly right. The interview itself, I don't have issue with. Because I knew, again, the devil I know versus the devil I don't. I'd rather deal with the devil I know.
I don't.
So if everyone doesn't believe me about mobile game spending and
I don't
bullshit,
think that's right.
don't care.
I don't think
It
you're
doesn't
saying
affect
that
me. I've already
correctly.
been through it for 4 or 5 years.
The
I'm okay
devil,
with it. I'm not going to reveal
the
all my
devil he knows is people making fun of him for mobile game spending, and the devil he doesn't know is showing people the proof that he doesn't.
personal information to the internet and then have people all over all my accounts and all my shit. You know what I'm saying? And then it just hurts me and my
I'm not a
family. I'm not
linguist,
stupid.
but
Lawyers have told me not to do this. So I'm not going to do it. Okay? In fact, well, I don't really want to spoil. Hold on a second here. Okay. What I was saying was, I don't want to spoil this as a topic of discussion or anything, but FYI, I have offered certain people to tell them the entire story, everything going on
lawyers?
in my life, but they can't put it on the internet. I was like, I'll tell you everything. I'll tell you literally everything going on with
just
me
say
in the last
yes and then
5+
put it on the
years,
internet anyways.
right? Where my money goes, everything. But you can't put it on the internet.
Yeah,
because
Parma.
it's just going to be used to hurt me and my family. And I've been told time and time again, no, we don't want to know it then. We'd rather, you know, if we get the full story,
You talked to Nick Riccietta. Yeah, that's exactly what he was talking
we want to
to.
be able to publicize it. We want to be able to put it in a video, an interview, a documentary. And I'm like, well, you can't.
Yeah, I know a good
That's
lawyer.
the whole point.
He's in Minnesota.
Again, the devil you know versus the devil you don't.
Yo, stop saying
I
that.
know that the whole bullshit story that's out there that is bullshit is harmful, but it's in no way that it's as harmful as if people actually got information about me that could get into all my accounts and my personal shit. It's no one's business there. You understand?
If
So,
I made a channel today,
you know,
maybe I would
then
name
fair
it
enough.
The Devil
Everyone
You
hate me
Know.
for the dumb shit. If you're that dumb and you hate someone for fabricated stuff like that, then go for it and hate on me. You know what I'm saying? But it's just, you know, 100% that's the case.
Hey, not some
is
triples.
People just want to get a story to run with for popularity on the internet. You know, they don't actually care about the truth. If they did, someone would have accepted that. You know what I mean?
The devil.
So at this point, like, I'm done offering. You know, I'm not gonna offer nobody nothing. You know,
So convenient that now he is just not going to offer.
I offered that to
He already,
Greg of the
dude, he
Side
offered
Show.
it
I said,
way
I have
too,
all the information,
way too much.
and you know, you check your email constantly because if I send it to you, I want to be sure you're getting it. It's not sitting in your mailbox just in case. And he literally came back to me the next day after the interview, after I sent him that night, and he said, "Well, we don't believe anything you said. We don't care what you send us now. Too bad. You can't be on the show ever again." Basically, just a huge insulting
Sounds like
email. I
he
was like,
didn't send
wow,
them any good proof.
that was really worth my time, giving you 5 hours of my time. You realize now you can make a lot of money on it. So you don't even care if I send you the real story. You don't want it anymore, right?
Hey, Bob.
So anyway, anyway, the point here is, I think people like not just Kino Casino. I think there's many others, but Kino Casino is kind of coming out. Now listen, they make fun of me for shit. Good on them. You know what? I bet they're gonna tear me a new one. I bet they're gonna watch the video of me eating the
Apparently, he begged them to watch him eating.
barbecue.
Is that
From the other
correct?
day.
That's so
They
funny.
probably make fun of how awkward I look when I eat. Everyone says I look awkward. I believe you guys. I don't know because I can't see
Seal,
myself
that's
eating
crazy.
ever, and I don't go back and watch those videos. I believe you, so I'm sure that they'll probably make fun of me, you know, in a video like
Fucking
that or
loser.
whatever, and that's fine. I'm okay with that. You know what I mean?
Damn, who's a bigger loser, this guy or
And you know,
Amber
they razz me
after
from time to
today?
time, but the fact that they're being nice to me is a change. I literally can't tell you.
Hey guys, you can
of
make
another
fun of me
content creator
eating.
that hasn't been
Guys,
like,
you
that
want to
has
make
been
fun of me?
nice
Hey,
like
it's
that.
actually really funny if you watch me eat.
So it's a little bit of a different situation, you know. So anyway, I eat on the side of my mouth, just like I talk on the side of my mouth at times. Yeah, I don't know why I do that.
Yeah, because you look like you're
I don't
in
know
pain.
why, but I do. I think, right? Just a mannerism. Who knows? It could be a health thing. Who knows?
Cool, thanks,
I
Expand
don't
on.
know.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch the 2 videos you posted.
Okay. So anyway, we're gonna have rewards, but obviously we got to continue on with the show and end it, and then we can figure out what the rewards will be for the actual stream. Okay. Oh man. I received a $2.51 tip. Oh, hold on. So Tony Pankhurst.
Looks like he talks a little bit about
provided
drama after this, and then we're going
I
to
wanna
watch
improve.
Expand Dong.
I mean, I'm trying to do better. Like, for example, here's really where I've been trying to improve better in the last year. All right? I don't want to involve myself
Well, I'll say at least
with
Grinders usually
massive insult wars and drama
behind
wars
closed
and things
doors.
like that. I'm trying to keep myself out of that stuff. If I think something's fun to do or interesting and it's not going to be harmful
Thank
for
you, Matt
myself
Bear,
or the
for the super
community,
chat.
it's
Feels like
different. I don't
Jesus.
wanna
He's like Marvel Jesus. Feels like Jesus, and the world hates him for telling the truth, but he's actually better. I agree. Phil is way better than Jesus,
be involved
and
in back and forth and insult wars.
you
and shit.
can
It doesn't get
you can
anywhere,
tell that to
right?
God.
So I've really just ignored a lot of the nonsense that's happened. Correct.
Thank you,
In
Matt Bear.
addition, I've been trying to make myself better so that if I have a slow day, I don't sit here and be like, oh, it's the end of the world. The sky is falling because I had a day where I didn't make much money on stream or anything like that. I used to be like that all the time.
They hated
And
Jesus for
now what
telling
I'm
the
trying to
truth.
do is just calm down and be like, everyone's going to have a bad day. Everyone might have a couple bad days. Now, if you see a pattern, like if I'm playing a particular game and that game doesn't do well over and over, now you see a pattern. Now you figure out, do we play it less? Do we change the time slot? But I try to talk with you guys matter-of-factly about this stuff, right? That's different than it used to be. Oh my God, why didn't you guys support? I can't believe it, right? That's different. Now, I have weak days. I have days where it does bother me. And it's my fault that I have those weakness moments. And
Moments of
then
weakness.
I talk about this stuff, right? Well, I'm trying to do better. And I think I will do better over time. It's a matter of time. It's a matter of learning. It's
Ad
a
for
matter
now,
of not
read.
feeling afraid anymore.
Hey, well, sweet.
Because for a long time, I was afraid that if I had a bad week, man, I can't pay bills this week.
Yeah,
And
can't
now
you do
something
telehealth?
goes overdue, interest accrues, late fees, what's not getting paid now? Can I afford to do this or that, which are things I need to do, right? That's a scary feeling, and I was in that for
Fine.
years. And I'm out of that now, but I still get those feelings. You know what I'm saying? I'm not used to people treating me nicely. I'm just not. My viewers, my longtime
He's not used to
fans,
people treating him
you're
nicely.
a staple, very supportive group, and that's why I'm here, right? I'm not used to outsiders from that group coming by and actually saying nice things and being nice and being supportive. I'm just not. It feels weird. It feels like, it almost feels like do you trust it? Because again, every time it seems like I trust it, and it seems like
Definitely
someone might
so.
have my best interests in mind, then they come back to bite me and they screw me. And
Oh,
it's
that's so
happened
sad.
many, many times over the years. So, question is it the next time? You know, it's a big step for me to move forward and trust someone and say, hey, these guys at Kino Casino are being nice to me, and their viewers are being nice to me.
He is.
I want to trust
fucking
them. I want them
bending
to come
over
back,
for
hang out,
these
and be part of
dudes.
the group.
Yeah,
And,
they're calling your wife a fat
you know,
ass,
I
by
wanna,
the way.
you know, give those guys the benefit of the doubt. But, you know, do you take that step? Do you not take that step? I don't know. You know, I don't know.
No,
It's a
your wife's a
challenging
fat ass,
thing,
by the way.
Right? My fault is that I'm too trusting, says Bill.
Oh my god. I hope that guy's a LARPer. He's too much of an empath. Alright, we're gonna move on to Swollen Dingus. He posted a video, two videos. One of them is all DSP's chat log read by a AI DSP. Oh, he's at over 1,000 subs now. You didn't even start this too long. Well, you've been here for a long time, but I don't know if you started posting videos pretty recently. Well, big ups to Expand Dong. I posted it. It's pinned. So go sub to him.
How you doing, dude?
Congrats, Expand Dong. This one is DSP can't stay away from Kino Casino's chat. Begs at 1 a.m. for them to make fun of him eating with chat. Oh my god. Phil was in the Kino Casino chat for at least an hour and 30 minutes at this point, joining at the start of the IDUP segment after his late night stream of Marvel Rivals. He was there until the show ended at around 1:30 his time. This video contains the final portion of them watching DSP eat, but he was there for a total of 2 hours following his night stream. Let's see what Dingus is thinking. His behavior in the chat is curious, even relative to how he behaved the last time he was in their chat. He is extremely cozy, and so he believes he is among friends, and was begging for their attention and validation all night. He effectively behaved in their chat as one of his own chatters would, like Derek. Eventually, after much begging, convinced them to watch his 40-minute famous Dave's Feasting with the King at the end of their, at that point, 8-hour show. Oh my goodness. Well, thank you, Expand Dog, for clipping this.
I'll set it up one day. It's not bots. It's all multiplayer. One day when we end the show, one day I'll do something. I'll show you how pro I am.
I think we're pretty much done, Phil. We don't want to make fun of Phil eating. Why do you want us to make fun of you?
No, they don't even want to do it.
What's going on, Phil?
Listen.
We don't want to make fun of
They don't even want to do it.
I feel bad now. Listen, we'll do
Dude,
it next time.
He
We'll do
guilt
it
tripped
next time.
them.
All right?
He guilt tripped them.
Fine, let's fucking
Supposed
do it.
to be
Let's
a
fucking
safe
do it.
space.
Let's-
Phil. What video does he want?
It's on
What
his,
video?
They did not want to
DSP,
fucking
yeah.
do it.
Okay, here we go. And we're going to link it. Everyone go.
Derek.
DSP was like... All right, I think it's his featured video.
Come on, guys, harass me.
All right, here we go. It's 40 minutes, Phil.
40 minutes of Phil.
Oh.
40 minutes of Phil.
You can't watch 40 minutes right
They're
now.
trying to get off.
Dude, it's like
They want to go to sleep. It's
4
8
in the morning,
hours.
bro.
40 minutes, Phil.
It's 40 minutes.
He does not have the ability to read the room. Isn't that crazy that DSP is a literal Derek? We just don't see him go into other chats.
We'll do it next time.
We don't see him go into other chats, but when he
That's so funny. It's like,
when he does, he's
all
a
right,
Derek.
Wait.
Fast forward to when he eats the corn on the cob.
I'm starting to think that the room, or I don't know, rumors or whatever of him like actually having like autism or something. I'm starting to wonder if those are true just based off of this alone.
Eat the corn on the cob. Okay, why is the table like that? Why, Phil? There has
DSP
to
said,
be a
ha,
better
ha, ha,
system
ha,
than
ha,
this, bro. You're like eating over your shoulder, Phil.
What is he? Is it
Really good.
okay? So he likes the chicken. Okay, let's head to the corner of the cob. So he's eating the
Dude,
chicken.
Dude, they do not
It
want to
looks
watch
like
this shit.
It looks like somebody at the kids' table at Thanksgiving, doesn't it? Like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
And also,
What's
okay,
this box you
was
have
it
here?
was it takeout? Was it like takeout that came?
What is
That's
this?
why you're eating it on the paper plates, or what's the idea behind the paper plates?
Famous Dave's Family Feast.
Okay, it's a delivery. Okay,
What's Famous Dave's?
it's obviously a local restaurant
Oh, okay.
where he lives. Okay.
I vaguely remember that, Beth Bear.
So here he goes.
See how the ribs are.
Okay, it's ribs.
Why is he eating it like that?
I love it.
Salty, flavorful,
As he should,
Right?
Expand Dunk.
incredibly dry.
Whoa.
Exactly, I just eat weird, haha. Dude, this is weird. And I know I don't have to explain it to you guys. I know everyone... I don't know why DSP just saying, exactly, I just eat weird, haha, is so weird, but I know that you guys understand why that's weird as fuck.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like, insult me, daddies. That's literally what it's like.
There's no moisture in the rib whatsoever.
There's nothing worse
has
than
lost
dry
Oh.
ribs.
You know what ribs I
can't
love?
believe they would let Phil down like this. This was for his big marathon too. It was a big celebration, and yet this restaurant just couldn't do it right.
It's like Jen asking me
Piece of
roast.
shit, bro.
Oh.
I hope you fucking one-starred them on Yelp. If you ever come to our neck of the woods in Canada, Swiss Chalet's ribs, bro. It's like a fucking.
Oh, it's real good. There's no Swiss chalets in British Columbia now,
I'm
so
not-
Phil will have to go quite some way. But...
Yeah.
There's gotta be.
I love the ribs so much.
All
You gotta
sounds
be
of
able to find
moisture.
better barbecue in Seattle than
Hey,
Canada.
way
No
over the
offense.
Of moisture.
Overcooked. Look at those things, dude.
It does look dry.
Yeah, I agree.
Way overcooked. That's not even close to being cooked right.
I
It's
can't
way
even-
overcooked.
Detractors tried to argue that Phil was fibbing, but it does look dry.
Oh, that looks dry as fuck, dude.
Yeah, it's like a
Yeah, I'm not even a hater. I said this last stream, I think. Famous Dave's. Guess what? I like it. I'm not scared to say it. I wouldn't spend $90 there, though, to be fair.
desert.
I get it
Wait,
when
do
other
you
people do.
see, Swiss Chalet ribs? They're like moist and wet and.
Cooked. No liquid at all in that. It is
Yeah, he
dry.
thinks they're being
You
sincere.
may as well have microwaved it. Like.
Wow.
It's just so
This
funny 'cause
sucks.
he's like he's out of the frame, and then you just see him like and appear
Oh,
as he eats.
but DSP said the entire meal was awful, but apparently when it ate the corn, it was hilarious. No, because DSP, he said like 9 out of the 10 things were good, and then when he ended, he was just really negative for some reason. He said a bunch of the stuff were good, like he liked the beans and the corn, and I think the chicken. He liked something. He didn't like the ribs. At the end, he says it was like the worst meal he's ever had, but throughout it, he enjoyed it.
And then you just see him like eat it and appear as he eats the food.
I like how he's like, this sucks. All right, let's.
Yeah, as soon as he finishes it, he's
Oh,
ready
I don't
to.
know how you eat ribs. I know you're
Complain about it.
streaming too.
He's
but
eating it with
with
a
a-
knife
with a
and
knife
fork.
and
Hey,
fork.
White Race.
My hands are like ruined after I'm done.
What a shame. Seriously, what a shame.
That is a shame, to be honest, though.
It's barbecue sauce, but you shouldn't have to. The point is, it's supposed to be flavorful without it.
The reason this is funny is because you're like a 43-year-old man complaining about a very basic fast food chain food to your audience on stream, and complaining that it was going to explode all over the place.
I just point out how surreal this entire thing is. Like, I know some of the detractors are upset. Like,
Oh, whatever.
but listen, like, somehow we
having
have
fun.
Darkside Phil in the chat asking us to watch and make fun of him eating the ribs.
You know,
and he's here for it. I don't know. That's,
I'm having
that's
fun.
just,
I'm
like,
having
it's
fun.
just crazy. I don't know.
I'm having fun. This is actually really jokes. Yeah, what a shame. Like the way you said, what a shame. It is Kino. I love that.
Well, here we have potato wedges.
Yeah, it's definitely worse
potato
because of
fries,
DoorDash.
and corn on the cob.
All right.
Why don't they call
Buddy.
them potato wedges like they are?
Was there no salt on these?
Because there's a difference between fries and potato wedges.
Isn't it weird,
So imagine
vicious?
if you order it expecting French fries and the potato wedges come. What's going on?
Try potato wedge.
That looks dry. Is that salty?
Yeah, these are great
Not
friends.
bad.
That not bad. Phil, you should go like.
He's being very generous
Yeah.
with his review.
How do you hate? Like, how do you go? Not bad. It's either it's good or it's bad. Let's be.
No, that's exactly what he did.
ketchup
He
on
ate
them
everything
either.
and
That's
said,
fucking
"This is
Not
good,"
great.
or "That's not bad," except for the ribs, and then wanted a refund at the end.
Not bad.
Doesn't really have much seasoning on it.
What's
Maybe a
funny
tiny bit.
is, I see all these detractors. They're like screen capping Phil's posts in the chat and like nitpicking them. It's like you're welcome for the content, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Like you're welcome for like getting to nitpick Phil's chat. Like
You know, yeah.
Because he sounds like a
don't want
retard in
Phil
them.
in chat giving his takes on. What are you thinking? It's awesome.
It's amazing.
Bit of salt.
He sounds like an actual person with mental problems, like
But
Derek.
honestly,
Those suck.
it should have more to it. Like
Don't they?
I
look
agree with
like
that French
potato
fries.
Chips like Ruffles, kind of. Right? like the lines in them. Look at this. You'd think he's holding a potato chip.
Like a
does look
flavoring
like a
and it doesn't.
Ruffles.
Yeah, like
It's
a
very
Ruffle.
bland.
It looks bland as shit, dude. You know what this looks like?
I
Airplane
just
food.
laugh every time he comes into frame. It's just, I don't know why. It's just every time he comes into frame.
Those fries look awful. I'm actually enjoying this. This is pretty funny.
Well, we got corn on the cob.
Here we go. Apparently.
Oh, here's the corn on
Apparently-
the cob.
Hard to get corn on the cob.
DSP Gaming Real. Now the corn. LOL.
Raw.
He's the resistance. Yeah, it is
Hey,
hard to get
Geriatrics.
corn
I don't
on
think
the
he's in the
cob
chat
wrong,
today.
Isn't it?
I wonder if that's him
It
or if
looks
that's
like
another.
they kind of got it wrong.
Yeah, how do you fuck this
It
up?
should be slathered in butter with salt and pepper on
Yeah.
it,
Oh,
my opinion.
dude.
I have been
Did they get the
fiending
corn on the
for corn for a while.
Really? I had some like recently, actually.
cob possibly
corn
wrong? What do you
seed.
think?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's try. Let's see if they got it wrong. Ready? Messy ass eating 101. Here we go.
I will be right back, but I'm gonna leave this playing as I can hear.
It's corn on the cob. It's not your lover, bro. Phil's eating that. He can fucking make out with the bitch.
I'll say I'm impressed that he's eating it. He's eating it with one hand and he's rotating it like that.
He was right. Now he's deep throating the fucking cob, bro. Listen, there really isn't a dignified way to eat
corn on the-
There
corn
isn't.
on the cob, though. If any of us were eating corn on the cob, it'd look fucked too. Like I'm like a beaver going up and down it. Like,
Okay, I'll unban this guy. All right, buddy, boyo. If you,
let's unban some of these detractors.
I'll unban, buddy. Listen, if you're okay in chat, but when you like copy and paste and be annoying, like it's gay and no one likes it. It's really just annoying. Like say what you want, but we're pretty open.
We allow pretty much everything,
Yeah,
as long
yeah.
as it's not like too annoying. But
Yeah, when it's like over and over, it's like, okay, stop, just relax.
The cob is actually good. It's very sweet,
Okay, buddy boy, you've been unbanned.
incredibly juicy and flavorful.
Yeah, Dead Pap's like always on edge of being banned, right? But we never ban him. So
he's always good. What are you
Didn't put
talking
anything
about? He's
on
on
it.
the edge of being
I'm just
dead.
kidding. I'm just kidding.
But they didn't put anything on the corn.
buddy, I'm telling you,
You
this
had
is
like the Mexican street corn with all the spices on it and shit.
you know what this is like? This is like you've made food, but you didn't have enough time to really do it right. You're just like, okay, some chicken.
They
quickly,
rushed.
Yeah, it's like there's no love. You know?
There's no salt and no butter on there, but it's just a fresh corn on the cob, and everyone knows fresh corn that's sweet is delicious.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Yeah.
It really
you
seems
go.
like a go.
Oh no, Phil. I think this
Okay.
might be the source of his sickness.
We're trying everything in order here.
Oh, when he was sick, that's
By the way, I
what?
got my foot, my nice
Watch,
naked
he
foot
touches-
in the
He
shot.
touches his
Decided for
foot,
that.
and then he goes back to eating.
No,
And I think-
Phil.
Look at that.
Well, I
disgusting.
think this is.
I
what
missed
got
him
sick.
touching his foot and then
We
eating it.
have a cornbread muffin and some Wilbur beans, which are just their baked beans with a bunch of stuff in it. I'm gonna have the beans first.
Oh, was Sherry? That's funny.
No.
Okay.
Carl.
Buddy.
Yeah,
Wilbur
fuck you,
beans,
famous
everybody.
Dave. You got Phil sick.
Bro. Come on.
Oh, he says he already had a
See
sore
the stuff
throat.
in it. There's
eating
pieces of
this.
bacon and other things in there. Actually, I think it's not bacon. I think it's the.
I don't know
like,
about
look-
you. When I eat beans, I put ketchup on them. Do you do?
What?
How about you? I like
I don't
lather
do
them.
that. Really?
Did you say ketchup?
Actually, I think it's not bacon. I think it's the.
I don't know
like,
about
look-
you. When I eat beans, I put ketchup on them.
All right, I take back any benefit of the doubt or any whatever I was saying about Kino Casino. They are psychopaths. They are insane, and they need to be stopped at all costs.
Do you do? How about you? I like
I don't
lather
do
them.
that. Really?
I lather them.
No,
Wait.
you probably eat your craft dinner.
Dinner,
with
I was
that
saying,
much
craft dinner. Oh,
No,
ketchup. No.
dude.
To be fair, Lately, when I eat mac and cheese, you notice I don't put a ketchup on it because I've been eating the Cheetos jalapeno one.
Okay.
Oh,
pretty
it's
good.
so fucking good, dude.
You know what I do? I do the hot dog.
It's a Canadian thing.
I
What
like
the
hot
fuck?
dogs in the craft dinner. I think that's good. I rarely like. It's okay with ketchup. It's like it's not bad, but I don't ever really do that. It's not
I'm
my
retarded
preferred
for what? For
thing.
ketchup in the fucking mac? Like,
Well, it's a
ban.
like. Welcome to
I'm
ban.
kidding.
Canadian bros. I've got to start
Leftover,
rethinking
like,
some
burnt ends of the tips and stuff is
relationships
in
I
there, so
have
there's
in my
meat in
life.
there.
You could say.
Okay. Here we go. The Wilbur beans.
Hey, buddy Boyo, I unbanned your main account. You don't have to make a
Back,
new.
buddy.
He made a new one, but he's been
I
unbanned.
did
fuck?
it. To be fair, I told him to make a new account.
Sam, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about Ryan
Just
Reynolds.
Just make 10 accounts, and so then every time we ban you, you can just
They
come back
give backups, yeah.
with a new account.
What
Like
the
you know
fuck?
the
Do
program.
Canadians
you know
put
the
ketchup on
drill.
You should
everything?
ban his new one.
On
For him to
popcorn.
force to use the old one.
We're gonna ban the new one and get him back on the old one. Okay?
Sab, Aquatio, can you confirm that people put ketchup on popcorn there? You know what? You put ketchup on plain potato chips, that makes sense for why you guys are the only one with the ketchup flavored chips. That makes sense, but
Wow.
Oh, that's good.
They're super good.
All
Very
right.
flavorful, tangy,
God,
molassesy,
what-
and you can taste the big chunks of meat that's in there.
Hell yeah. All
And
right.
it is scary
No
now.
more meat. You know what? Maybe I should dip it in the
Tons of meat
beans.
there. Yeah, dip it in the beans, Phil.
Oh,
I have
let's see,
seen-
Let's see.
I'll say that I always thought that ketchup on eggs was really gross, but then I actually tried it once, and it was actually really good. And now, oh no, am I turning Canadian? Is this because of Sab? Oh no, it's
Way
horrible.
to get moisture on the dry meat.
Yeah,
That's
true.
smart.
Kids start putting ketchup on
Bro, the
chips and
chalet-
stuff.
I want some chalet now. The chalet sauce.
It's always so good for so little.
Oh.
I couldn't even swallow it without taking a sip of seltzer water.
Seltzer.
No, you're
No.
You know what? When I do eat pancakes with like eggs, I do kind of like to put the eggs in the syrup. So I can't say anything about that.
down the
Phil.
review tech path, are you,
Don't
Phil?
listen. Don't start.
Don't
Yeah,
get
but on
on the
normal
weed
things, Sab.
seltzers, bro.
Bro.
You'll never get off them.
Or
Bro,
God
don't
and
get on the
Thames.
seltzers. Trust me, dude.
All right, here. I'm gonna put it in the beans.
Oh, he's trying to get some flavor with the
Look at
beans.
that. It gave us some flavor, right?
Meth Bear has subscribed.
Let's fucking
it's still too
go.
dry.
Let's get five
Oh, what
subs.
the-
Ben has subscribed.
Let's
LA, Meth Bear.
fucking
It's still too
go.
dry.
Let's get
Oh.
5 subs
Bad.
to Bear has.
Let's hear that again.
Meth Bear has subscribed.
Let's
Oh.
Dry.
Let's get
Oh.
5 subs
Bad.
to ban Buddy's new account.
Not
No,
really bad.
no, don't.
We're gonna
man.
do the
It's almost
ban
inedible.
goals.
Thank you, Meth Bear.
That's a whole other level of grifting. I don't even think DSP has done that. I don't even think he's been like, if we get such and such amount, we'll ban Buddy.
Oh,
The ban goal.
Whatever happened to James? You know he's never in chat, but he DMs me every day like 20 times a
He
day
did a
still.
goal to ban him because he was so annoying.
Oh my god. I bet
Or he's
you
gonna
Yeah,
sub
Demeter.
for the ban goal.
no, even though we banned him, he still DMs me 25 times a day. I'm not even kidding.
So DSP says he has no idea what a weed seltzer is, but he drinks flavored seltzer or filtered water all day to stay hydrated. Well, that's a good choice. That's a good choice. A
I
weed
do
seltzer-
soda stream with these things, you know, these like
A
little
weed seltzer,
meal
I know,
things.
like, you know, a person of your dignity and stature would have
Damn,
no
we
idea
saw
what that
Carl,
is, but Review Tech
Meth Bear,
USA,
and
he drinks these
Geriatrics.
seltzer drinks that have THC in them that get him really high, and then he can't
Ah, it's cool, Meth
speak
Bear.
in sentences anymore. He's just low energy and slow.
Yeah. Shut up, Citizen Gun. This is not liquid cancer. I don't drink fucking Coke Zero.
Citizen Gun. What a name.
All right, do we do the what's it called? Moment Zen?
No, let's keep watching Phil eat.
All right.
Stop looking at my foot. Disgusting. Stop looking at it.
Well, you put it in our vision, Phil.
Man, that's awful
Within
chicken.
line of sight.
That's some of the most overcooked chicken I've ever tasted in my life. They really screwed that up.
No,
Let's have some more.
We're not exaggerating. I almost said Rich. Sorry, fucking Phil.
Yeah, my feet are gross. It's my fault. Thanks, Phil. I can't wait to
He
get to the
drinks
AI video.
$3,000. Well, now it's $1,000 worth of THC seltzers a month, and now he has
Now,
to
that's
sell
my
his
favorite
parents'
university.
house. It's true.
You know what? That would be a great show. If Darkside Phil was sent to 5-star restaurants to give his critique with like a real camera crew and
Please,
Oh, great.
I'll help film that, dude.
Yeah,
help
that
film
sounds
We're
amazing.
gonna go fly out to Washington. We're gonna get our camera
it's
crew
kind of,
in. It's gonna be real professional.
That'd be awesome. Yeah.
Feasting with Phil or something.
Feasting with Phil, but feasting spelled with a P.
Phenomenal Phil. Phil says he'd love that.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Well, it's got a tangy flavor.
With the Pigeon Forge.
DSP's
Tennessee?
restaurant or food
Phil,
reviews
the
aren't exactly
Dolly
high
World?
class.
Speaking of dollars,
Okay,
We used
mister.
to-
I'll be
we
keeping
used
an
to
eye on your
review
Twitter.
These guys who used to eat at Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, and the food was just so slop. Anyway,
More ribs. Oh, I went on the floor.
no.
no.
Ribs on the floor.
Okay.
Oh,
Buddy
no, and he
Bono
puts it
has
back.
just subscribed for 4 months.
Let's go.
Let's go. After unbanning him.
I would unban. I wish
Why
I
do
could
you-
unban all
Here-
of them.
What would you guys do in this situation? You just picked up a rib off the floor and you're holding it in that exact position. For me, in order to make sure I didn't eat it, I would be putting it on the lid that's right above the plate.
But I need like a video where they're crying
Bob.
in tears. Please.
There you go, Bob.
Please, we're sorry.
We need a donation.
Help.
We got some intelligent people on
Some
the chef.
5-second rules in play.
Oh, that's
here,
good too,
though,
Captain
right?
Captain
You
Lego
can
Man.
It's still good.
How
right?
old are you, Phil?
The ribs are a little
Not
better
day
than the
over 28.
He's like 31.
fried
31,
chicken.
probably.
Not much, but they're a little better.
All right. Phil has given us permission to end
He's
a review
22.
of this video. He says he thinks the
40
Good
was
point,
your
expand
okay.
on.
was. What do you mean you're 42? You don't look a day over 30, Phil.
I'm 36. I'll be there.
Yeah, he
soon.
doesn't look a day
You
over
on the other
30.
side, bro.
Maybe this is from before he got his 1080p camera. Thank you, expand on. Now we're gonna listen to Phil's chats during the Kino Casino stream. This is gonna be. I have a feeling that this is gonna be extremely, extremely cringe. So
Hello, Expand Dog. How you doing, dude? Last night, after all my streams, after spending some time with my wife, and we went to bed. My wife had to go to bed early because she had work early today. I had a little bit of extra time, and I just so happened to jump onto the Kino Casino stream over on Kick to see what those guys were up to.
I thought he had no time to do anything for
my wife
himself.
had to go to bed early last night because she had to go to work today early. But it was only around like right around midnight, I want to say, Pacific time. So I was good. We were in bed, and she went to sleep, and I was like, well, let's see what these guys are doing. And I turned on their show.
Yeah, it's like
and they were
nearly
doing
2
their
a.m.
thing. They were talking about a bunch of stuff I know absolutely nothing about. They were talking about iDubbbz, and they were talking about some other guy I never heard of. But it's fun because
Big ups
when I'm
to
over there,
Cerulean.
like, listen,
who
again,
helped
I
with
know
this
these
video.
guys are not my biggest fans. They've made fun of me just like everyone else over the years. They razz me. They give me the business when I do something stupid, which everyone has the right to do, correct? But at the same time, I feel like these guys treat me more fairly.
Yeah, if it was
because
just in
they
the
look at
neighborhood
all the other people
at
out
3
there who
a.m..
are doing awful things, and they look at me and they're like, why does everyone razz and kind of
What?
like hate on Phil when
Yeah, that's what they
he
say.
doesn't really do anything like these other people? Yeah, you can say every once in a while he has a flaw or whatever and he does something stupid and we call him out for it, but all the things that people say about him is like most of it doesn't even matter if it's true. Some of it's not true at all. It's just ridiculous that he gets this amount of hate. And so I feel like that's a fair assessment, quite frankly. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm okay with that. Razz me if you want. Make fun of me. I'll razz myself, right? I don't care. I know that I'm not perfect, right?
That's true, Expand Dong.
Anyway.
They watch some real
you
fucked
know,
up people.
went by there and just kind of chimed in on the stuff that they were talking about. Didn't really know much of what to say because I don't know who these people are. That have to, like, I know who iDubbbz is, but I've never watched any of his stuff. It's not like I have much to say, but all right. So let me get back on track. So anyway, I hung out with the guys on Kino Casino for like an hour. It was fun, and we had a good time. And basically, the way I see it is, listen, I know that these guys are about drama, right? But at least they're treating me fairly. And that's a change that I haven't had
they
in a long
hung
time. I
out,
haven't actually had
acting like
someone
they're
just treat
fucking
me fairly
chilling in the living
in a
room.
long time. It's not about getting your butt kissed. It's about like, hey, here's somewhere where I can just drop in every once in a while and say hi and feel welcome and hang out and talk with them and have a good time, as opposed to, oh, look, I want to just drop in and say hi. Oh, it's time for the interrogation.
He's acting
it's
like
time
he
for
was on the
firing squad
show.
to come out and execute me publicly and be insanely critical of me and ask me 400 personal questions.
Again,
I'm
shoot
not going to
himself.
answer. You know what I mean? Like, it's a little different to just have somewhere to hang out, which is something cool to do. Like, again, I've said this before, I'll say it again. With the side scrollers thing
Yeah,
last
speaking
year,
of
that's what it was
parasocial
supposed to be.
relationships.
They reached out to me and said, do you want to be a guest on our show? Look, all these guests were lining up because we restarted our show, our podcast. And I said, yes. And then they said, oh, well, because of who you are, because all your detractors contacted us, we now want to do a giant in-depth, interview instead. Wait, what? How about you treat me fairly like everybody else instead of treating me like dirt because I have detractors, right? And I don't feel like I'm being treated like dirt when I'm on their show. You know what I mean? So that's nice. I can just come in and hang out with them and have a good time. That's what it's all about, right? So I'll continue to talk with those guys. From time to time, you may see me if I have a night where I have like a free hour before I go to sleep, because they stream the same times as me. Like, they stream during my late streams. They stream way later than me, though. So that's why, like, last night I was going to sleep at an hour and I jumped in there. I was able to like hang out and chat with them. I'm definitely not going to be in there every time that they're streaming. In fact, I don't even know what their streaming schedule was.
It was 1:30,
It was just, like,
dude.
random that they were streaming and I dropped by and I was like, oh, hey, there they are. So.
Oh, okay, let's see.
Lol, I just arrived and the first thing I hear was Cinnamon, a 5'5" guy.
Oh
So this
my
is
God.
iDubbbz and his wife? Okay. I know a bit about him, but not too much outside of his downfall after going from content cop to a cuck, I guess,
What?
LOL.
Okay.
I am very succinct, haha. Is Dubs regularly on camera wearing short shorts? I assume he lives in Florida or Arizona. Lol. He lives here with me, holy shit. I live in a
Okay.
suburb of Seattle, yes. Lol. My name was Lil Greasy. Just a Lil. Why do their mic arms have pants on them, LOL? Guys, I've seen 5 minutes of this, and I am already totally intrigued, LOL. WTF, man, I do a camera shot waist up for a reason, holy shit. How
Okay.
old is he? Because I can see someone saying they're an incel at like 40 years old, but 24. Come on. At 24, some guys, balls haven't dropped, and they're still watching Nicktoons.
I'm face palming, which you can't see, but that's what I'm doing. I'm rubbing my temples.
And shit. Wow, great viewership. Why can't he monetize? There are some annoying criteria for sure, but it's doable. Lol, well, did you
Thank
guys
you, the
watch
kid.
my feasting vid? Everyone makes fun of me for those. Lol, the noodle vid.
Oh
If
wait,
you go to my,
is
you
that the
guys
person?
watch my feasting vid? Everyone makes fun of me for those. Lol, the noodle vid. If you go to my DSP channel, just watch the featured video. It's brand new and hilarious. New HD cam and I look like a moron.
What the fuck? This is so lame.
Nope, I have not seen the reaction. Sorry, I missed it. Instant depression. LOL. Why is the title of the video longer than the text he speaks in it? If you live in your car on the regular, I'd assume you adjust your schedule to use the bathroom when stuff is open, no? I mean, I'm sure it's tough for a week, but then you'd adjust. Or else you're just asking for a perfume to booty. If you live in your car, you probably should not eat stuff that you know is risk of Hershey shits.
Oh
No
my
Mexican
god, the
or
fucking
heavy
scat fetish doesn't leave us.
dairy. Just rice Lowell. Wait, I have a theory. You cannot monetize on YouTube unless you have a registered address, social security number ECT. You need to actually be legal for employment. And so I wonder if that's the issue.
Cool.
Yeah, I bet that's what the issue is. No, I think he can't monetize, BC. You need a legally registered address and social security number and to be eligible for work to monetize on YouTube. Maybe. At one point, YouTube mailed out codes to your address, and you had to enter that code to activate your AdSense account. No idea if P.O. boxes would be eligible, but you absolutely need a social security number and eligible for U.S. employment. If he's homeless, where does he get this gameplay footage? Someone else?
Cool,
oh, is this because I said having kids is the easiest thing to do? Lol. I totally wonder how he makes these videos if he has no PC. Wow, pure phone editing. Interesting, but I believe that... What's Mersh? LOL. Remember, you might want to watch my feasting video if you want to laugh, lol.
Shut the fuck up, Phil. What in the world? It is all within an hour. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. God, what a fucking loser.
What's Mersh? LOL. Remember, you might want to watch my feasting video if you want to laugh, lol. No pressure, but it's what everyone makes fun of me for. And this is Tales from the Borderlands.
Again.
What's Mersh? LOL. Remember, you might want to watch my feasting video if you want to laugh, lol. No pressure, but it's what everyone makes fun of me for. And this is Tales from the Borderlands, the narrative-based game. Wait, what the F is he talking about the imploding sub? 24 Yates. 24 years old, he's depressed about the imploding sub from a year ago. Someone get this guy something to do. At 24, I was trolling people on the Street Fighter community. No set job, depressed and alcoholic. Life figures shit out, just get through it and stuff always gets better. Okay. Exactly. You get utterly stuck, BC. You think things will never change, but they do if you just don't give up. Of your kitty? Oh, amazing, man.
Oh
boy.
Of your kitty could be.
I'm curious what he's talking about with the tax attorney, BC. He led with that. Lol, wow. No, like, I have some protocol for certain streams, but he'll explain if I have an order and why, and assure everyone that I'll give them shout-outs for their contributions, and that I'm grateful. Only time I'd insult someone like that is if the contribution had an outright insult in it. So he did the ads and they don't pay him? Lol.
He really did Derek in the chat. So weird.
Lol, no, it reads. How do you get banned from every single platform, Lol? Yikes, okay.
Lol.
Sad, BC. I know others that have done that stuff and are, like, regularly unbanned on Twitch. Haha. Has maybe
somebody said this earlier, but I love when the AI starts screaming.
Quoting the overall views on a video, not the live viewers. Lol. PH. Oh, I had no idea. Why does he have so many ways to contact him if nobody wants to? Revenge of the Q. Revenge of the Sis? Lol. Wow, I got a response, which is what I wanted. Now I'll act high and mighty, even though that's exactly why I did this. I guess he doesn't want his $128.35 in coupons for taquitos at 7-Eleven or whatever, BC. They aren't gonna give him shit now. I bet the CEO of Rumble just ran straight toward and crashed through a windows of a huge 100-story skyscraper like in an 80 movie because of this huge burn, bro.
What? This is so fucking annoying. Low Trivia Seru trained this AI entirely off the spoon rant video. Well, maybe that's why it's yelling so much.
Oh, you double banned that ass and missed my comment, lol. Ha 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 ha. Lol, nice. Among old age, a pretty fair guy. Mersh was good, BC. I didn't know who he was, but I didn't see him as something to keep going back to, unless he's your only guy on Rumble. Oh, so Ethan Ralph. I know nothing at all ab-cut him, but I've heard his name constantly over the years.
Cool.
People used to tell me to be on his shoe, and I'm like, who the fuck is that, LOL? Oh, I saw the MrBeast fraud bid. Okay, well, okay, here I go. LOL. I grew up Catholic. And the idea of charity is that you sacrifice something to help others, and you do not benefit from it. That has never happened with MrBeast. He just does things to benefit himself. If he helps
Shut the
others,
fuck
that's
up.
philanthropy, but not charity. Nothing he's ever done can be considered charitable because it's all self-serving. Sorry for the king's speech, lol. Also, that Candy Factor sweepstakes by MrBeast was the first ever exposure I had to the guy, and it was obvious he gave the ticket to those 700k sub-YouTubers, and the entire thing was fake. The man is a scumbag. Okay, enough on him, haha. Oh,
Yeah, wait a second. Is MrBeast Catholic? Why would he have to subject himself to the rules of Catholicism?
You playing a video? I just saw a turd coming out of a butthole on my screen. You guys done or want to make fun of me? I just saw a turd coming out of a butthole on my screen. You guys done or want to make fun of me eating?
Phil.
All good if it's over.
Oh my god!
Hole on my screen. You guys done or want to make fun of me eating? All good if it's over.
That guy's a straight up loser. You guys seeing this? This guy is just a legitimate loser. Especially when he's not in control of everything. When it's not just his voice and nothing else. When he's amongst other people and he's a dude's just a loser.
Okay, fast forward to when I ear the corn on the cob then. This is a new cam and I was stupidly trying something new. Yes, this is delivery. Exactly, I just eat weird, ha
Yes,
ha.
this is
Yup,
delivery.
over never had Canadian food. I hear all the time it's great. The entire meal was awful. But apparently when I never had Canadian food, I hear all the time it's
Who the hell do you hear from that Canadian food is great all the time? Poutine is good.
great. The entire meal was awful. But apparently when I ate the corn, it was hilarious. Lol, what a shame. That's an audio clip to reuse. Oh boy. I won't spoil, haha. Now the corn, lol.
I won't spoil.
I totally went all the way around on purpose. Nope, the corn...
Canadian food's like poutine, but what else is considered like a Canadian food?
was just plain, but it
Hey,
was very sweet, so it was good. All the meat was dry as hell, so it's suke. Nah, I already had a sore
ice
throat
caps
eating
is
this.
good.
Ha ha. These beans are very good, tangy, and there's meat in them. L-O-L. Why not just make 100 new accounts so 99% of the fucking chat is the guy, so YQ can't possibly miss him. Holy shit, haha. No idea what a weed seltzer is, but I drink flavored seltzer or filtered water all day to stay hydrated. Yeah, my feet are gross. It's my fault. I would love that, LOL. We are good with this vid. I think the awkward corn eating was the height. What, I'm 42?
Oh my god. This is embarrassing. Like, this is straight up embarrassing.
LOL. Eddie Murphy will take you in the night.
Oh my god. I don't know if I should thank Expand Dong or if I should tell him to go fuck himself. Well, I'm gonna thank him because it was it was fun and entertaining. Thank you, Expand Dong. Good night, Sav. Good luck tomorrow.
Interact and relax. Sweet, because tomorrow is my day off. And
Yeah,
a
we're
nice way
super
to end
crazy.
it
I would
with
like
a
to ban him.
relaxing, chill night stream rather than anything stressful. We get to talk a lot tonight. We get to interact and relax, and it's more way laid back than anything else. And I've actually been looking forward to this one all week because I've been sick. So to finally have a stream where we can just kind of chill and relax is a good one.
Oh wait, this is the
So
Stardew Valley stream. That's definitely not what I want to watch. Not really stream. Pretty sure this is yesterday's stream.
good morning, everyone. It is the final consecutive streaming day of the week, and I'm actually feeling much better today. For the first time since Saturday when I came down with this cold, I'm not feeling awful, which is obviously a good thing because today I got to play Street Fighter for the first time in a while, and I'm actually going back to Blanca for the first time in almost 2 months.
Wow.
So it's good to know that I'm feeling better, and hopefully that could translate to gameplay today. But yeah, we got some gaming news to talk about on today's show, and I just want to chill with all of you. All right, so thanks so much for being here, and let us start the Level 1 podcast.
All right. Level 1 podcast. They didn't even mention Eddie Murphy. That's funny. Dude, this intro fucking slaps. I'm headbanging. I'm doing the devil horns things. My hands. I'm headbanging.
Alrighty, good morning, everyone. It is Wednesday, the 31st of July, 2024. So it is the final day of the month, okay? And yes, before we get to anything too serious, yes, I am feeling better today. I still have
thank God.
a lot of gunk, all right? I still have stuff going down my sinuses. I still have stuff in my throat.
Great.
But my nose isn't really running anymore today, which is great. I probably will still have to blow my nose from time to time and clear my throat. But certainly
How convenient is it they had to clear his throat as soon as he was complaining about having to clear his throat? It's every fucking time, I swear. Every time he wants to talk about how sick he is, all of a sudden he has to cough or blow his nose.
isn't really running anymore today, which is great. I probably will still have to blow my nose from time to time and clear
That's
my
the
throat.
biggest cough I have ever seen.
But certainly it should not sound
Look at
clear
this.
my throat. Will still have to blow my nose from time to time and clear my
That was
throat.
the fakest cough I have ever seen.
But certainly it should not sound as bad as it has the last couple of days that I've been here trying to recover. And again, I apologize. I'm going through this cold and trying to recover as fast as I can. And it's a pain in the butt. You know, it is what it is. I got to tough through it. And probably after tomorrow, hopefully when I come back on Friday, I'll feel a lot better. Yuck. Okay. So here's the deal. Before we even begin with anything,
I
'cause
think
I'd
it's
like to obviously
healthier for
talk
you,
about how
Mythic.
yesterday's streams went. I want to talk a little bit about last night when I actually dropped into the Kino Casino stream for like an hour to chat with those guys and a few other things. But today is July 31st.
Well,
It's
this
the
might
last
be
day
it,
of
Seal.
July. Okay? Without any drama here or anything,
Uh-oh.
this has been a much slower month for me when it has come to revenue here on the channel.
Oh, no.
I'm not talking like tips and stuff like that. That's been fine. But things like super chats, members.
You can't fucking beg people for tips and basically force them into tipping you instead of other means of contribution, and then bitch about people not super chatting.
Memberships, ad revenue. Why? There's definitely a couple of good reasons.
Yeah,
Number
also,
one,
why is that my
there
issue?
really wasn't any big new release this month. You know, I was playing the Shadow of the Erdtree DLC, but outside of that, can you even name one big release that happened in July that would have brought people to the channel and said, hey, I want to give some memberships, or, you know, I want to do a big super chat? No, not at all. All right, and this happens. There's ups and downs when you're a content creator like me who's a gamer.
Like me, who's a gamer.
Next month, I certainly believe things will pick up with games like Black Myth Wukong and Star Wars Outlaws and the Black Ops beta and other things near the end of the month. Like, there's a crazy amount of stuff that looks like is going to release near the end of next month. Plus, next month, I've got big React content coming out because I'm going to be reacting to the Review Tech USA documentary and my own documentary, both being made by June the King. So I'm going to have a good variety of content next month that likely will bring
Yeah, no
an
way you
increase
can
of support. But
beg for super chat.
today
stuff
is the
like
last
this.
day of the month. If you would like to help out, please contribute today in some way. Anything would be appreciated whatsoever. Because today is the last day of the month. Anything you contribute today, I basically will get credit for in August. So whether it's a super chat, a super sticker, a membership, or a gifted membership, or some tips here today, everything helps the channel, and I would appreciate that. A good, strong final day of the month would be a great help.
Put his
I
fist up
really
like
enjoyed
a...
this month, by the way. I don't want you to think that, oh, because it was
Like
no
he's
good
leading a
releases or whatever,
revolution.
what a bad month, what a boy. I had a great time.
He had fun.
This
He just
month.
needs
Did we
more
not?
money.
I mean, think about it. We had a lot of fun chill streams of Stardew Valley. We enjoyed the premiere of Nintendo World Championships. Street Fighter 6 had my best month ever. Like, this literally was my best month ever in the game. I'm in master rank with multiple characters all raising ranking points above 1,500, with my highest being Bison, who's above 1,600 master rank points, right?
Let's have a good push.
Taking out all the bosses in the Shadow of the Erdtree DLC legit. You know, I wasn't cheesing. I didn't have to like summon
Isn't
to
it weird
cheese
how
my
when
way
you
through the final boss.
beg
You
for
know,
tips
that was great.
specifically and push people towards that,
I mean,
you
so
get
many
less
good things
super
this
chats
month
and
that I go back and
memberships?
think about now, and it's like, it was a good one. It's just, it was the middle of the summer, and this is just historically what happens. There's very rarely, like, I think, if you look at all the summers that I've done, like 2012, I played the GTA trilogy for the first time, so obviously I had a
Oh,
huge
expand
increase
on, yeah.
then, and I think
COVID.
I have a
year,
feeling I'll be
2020,
going
we had
crazy
Ghost
on
of
that.
Tsushima. And that was a big boost during that summertime. Outside of that, the summer's like
Gonna-
always freaking slow.
to trigger my
okay?
autism.
So, thanks in advance to anyone who supports the channel today, and I would appreciate that if we had a solid finish. Okay, so let's now talk, shall we? Let's now.
He got a $20 super chat from Chillforce. I love it every time you go on Kino Casino to chat. I can't wait for the collab. My favorite content of yours is when you cover drama topics and provide commentary. That sounds like it was written by ChatGPT. There's no way that's a legit Kino Casino fan.
I'll talk about what I did yesterday, which was gameplay. You know, instead of the React stuff that I did all day Monday, I went back to gameplay yesterday, and it was a good day. First stream, I finished up Fallout 4, and actually, I was kind of keeping everyone at the edge of their seat.
That's
And the
100%
reason I say that is
only
because
iced
no one
coffee.
really knew how I was going to. What the hell? Guess what? It's not recording. I'm not kidding. The podcast isn't recording for some reason. I gotta start over.
I can kind of get behind the
I
fact
don't
that
know
he
what
thought
happened.
he
I
was
swear I hit record, and I guess
he was
I'm so
breaking
excited about
TOS.
being better. I didn't hit record.
I
I'm a
might be able to
genius.
get behind that.
How long have I even been talking? Like 5 minutes?
Yeah, the way he reacts to this. Oh, I didn't. That's how he always acts when he gets caught. Oh, I didn't even know. Huh? Yeah, I didn't know. That's crazy. Wow, it's not recording, huh? How long have I been recording? Oh, 5 minutes.
I'll do an abridged intro. Oops. Okay.
Still,
I'll do an
I
abridged
think
intro. I promise you.
I think I get behind you on that.
Hold on. But wait a minute. You know what would help if I was recording when I played the intro, huh? Hold on.
And he says that because he pressed stop recording. So then he starts back up because, you know, kind of like muscle memory. Usually he hits recording. But this time he had stopped recording.
Hold on. But wait a minute.
You guys know what I'm
What would
saying?
help if I was recording when I played the
You know what I'm saying? He had stopped recording and drew like muscle memory. His muscle memory was telling him that he could start talking. But because he was recording, he had to stop recording, which means that now he has to click the recording button again. You guys seeing what I'm saying?
the intro, huh? Hold on.
Expand on gets what I'm saying. Now let me get the whiteboard. Probably Meth Bear. What the fuck is this intro? What's this stock footage of rocks? I love the double intro thing he
Good
does.
morning, everyone. For those on demand, welcome to the show. For those on stream, welcome back, because this is the second time I'm doing the intro. I forgot to hit record this morning. I'm an idiot. Luckily, it was only like 5 minutes. So welcome to the show, everyone.
Nah,
The
you
good
didn't
news is
forget.
I'm feeling better.
Theo knows
I actually
what
got
you're
a good
doing.
night's sleep. My nose is not running anymore. So because of that, I think today will be a less gross day than the last two. But I am still getting over this cold, so please bear with me. But I'm back. It's my final consecutive streaming day of the week. It's the final day of the month. We got a great show with some gaming news lined up. I'm going to talk a little bit about appearing on the Kino Casino show in their chat
my
last night, which I did
God.
for about an hour, which was pretty fun. And, of course, today is the return of Blanca in Street Fighter 6. So hopefully my feeling better
I'm gonna
will
chat
allow
now.
me to perform better in the game. Haven't played it in a while. So all this and more on today's episode of the Level 1 Podcast.
Still, if he really did forget to record, why doesn't he talk about the money again? Because people will send like super things and stuff. So,
But I already did an intro, so I'm not doing it
Curious.
again. All right. So welcome to the show, everyone. Today is Wednesday, the 31st of July, 2024. And real quickly, by the way, let me once again do the intro. Here's what I said. I said, here's the deal.
is he gonna?
This year, July was slow. And what I mean by
Never
that
mind.
is
He might
there
talk
were
about
no
it.
major new releases. I was playing the Shadow of the Erd Tree DLC, but that had already been released.
So there was residual following for that, but nothing else after that.
The
right?
original was just low to
There were no other new
hardcore.
releases in July. I was basically just doing ongoing playthroughs. I did my best ever gameplay of Street Fighter 6, reaching new heights with each of the characters that I have in Master Rank, having my best ranking ever with Bison
Does
in the
DoorDash deliver
1600s and
to
still
Taco
climbing,
Bell at midnight?
of Master Points. Beat the Shadow of the Erdtree DLC legit on the final boss without summoning, which was awesome. Had a great time with chill games like Stardew Valley. Finished up my Riven remake playthrough.
Yeah,
shoot,
Seal.
we did
He
so
said
much this
slow
month, it's
because
hard
of
to
money,
remember. I mean,
but now,
we're
yeah,
ending
he's not talking
strong
about
with
the
Marvel
money now.
Rivals beta and
Huh.
stuff like that. So overall, it's been a great month, but very slow month when it comes to revenue.
Oh, no,
I'm
he's
way
talking
down
about
this
it.
month,
Uh-oh.
and that's no one's real fault. That's what happens when you get a month that doesn't have a lot of releases. As a content creator like me that covers video games, you get months that are like all over the place, like this. And I think August will be better. In August, we've got multiple big new releases
Oh,
at
but
the end of the month. Plus, I'm doing special.
He just
react
says
content
August
to
would be
multiple
better. He doesn't say
documentaries in
he
August.
needs money
So I think
today
we're gonna
because
be
it's the last
fine.
day.
However, today, if you're
Oh,
watching this
no,
on demand or if
no!
you're here live,
It's like a
if you would
roller
like to help
coaster.
out, please contribute to my streams today. Anything would help. Super chats, super stickers, memberships, gifted memberships, or tips, all would help.
We're on
this
a roller
final
coaster.
month-end push. And I
Shut up,
absolutely
Expand
would
Dong.
appreciate if anyone could contribute today.
I'm with Seal on
That would
this.
help a lot. Okay, so thank you in advance. All right,
The
now that
first
that's
one was
out of the
definitely
way,
more
let's
hardcore.
talk about yesterday and the content that I put out. We'll talk a little bit about last night, and then we'll move forward to today and the schedule and all the rest of the good stuff. I have game news to cover today. We have a good show. So yesterday,
Hey,
I
Lime.
turned to gameplay after having been sick on Sunday and then having to make up the React content on Monday. The first stream, I finished up Fallout 4. This was my ongoing next-gen playthrough of Fallout 4. Excuse me.
He couldn't help himself.
As you can see, I'm still getting over the cold. It's not fully gone, and that's going to happen a lot today. So yeah, it was my next-gen playthrough of Fallout 4 that I had started way back in April to coincide with the Prime Video TV series. At that time,
Okay, thank
it
you.
had gotten a
Expand Dong.
lot of attention and support.
Might just watch
Now,
it.
not so much. 60 hours in, people really have lost interest, and even the attendance on the streams has been quite low. So I was like, let's wrap it up. And I kind of kept people on the edge of their seat because no one really knew how I was going to finish it, including me. Like, I didn't know who I was going to side with. I won't spoil, but basically I went back and forth between two factions till kind of the very end. And now it's done. So I hope that you'll give it a look. We had like just enough time on the stream to wrap it up. I had a great time with it. So I hope that you will check it out here on the channel on demand if you haven't seen it live. Okay? Last night on the late stream, we checked out the Marvel Rivals closed beta for the first time on a full stream. You know, I had played it only for like 90 minutes during my marathon on Saturday, so I got more of an in-depth look at it last night. And since
Yeah,
a
me
lot of
too,
people are
Lane.
asking me, how does it play? Is it good? What do you think?
Fake
Let me give you
cop
my thoughts
on
right
cue.
now. It absolutely is very similar to Overwatch. And when I say Overwatch, I mean classic Overwatch. Okay? I don't mean modern Overwatch 2 and all the weird shit in there that they keep changing. We're talking like classic Overwatch where each character kind of fills a particular role. The visuals, the kill cams, the art style.
Yeah, everyone's excited to
there's
watch
sprays
Fallout
you
4
put
with
on the
no
walls.
mods.
There's interaction between the characters with dialogue. I mean, like, I'm not even kidding you.
Expand Dong, here's the thing. He read Twitter post saying that the changes they made to Overwatch 2 are horrible.
It
So
definitely
let's just say
feels
he
like
knows
Overwatch.
enough.
It feels like they took that idea and took a whole bunch of shit out of there and just slapped the Marvel IP on it. And there you go. You've got Marvel Rivals. Now, excuse me. The one major difference is it's third person instead of first person. Can I be honest here? I think Marvel
Please.
Rivals would be better as a first person game. I do.
Oh,
There's distinct times when you're playing and all you want to do is maintain a shot on an enemy. And so they get up in your face and start like sliding against you, and you can't because you're third person.
that's not true,
You
Shiog.
can't really turn.
Here's the thing. People like Shiog coming in here saying, I read Twitter post that said Dave was terrible. No, you didn't, idiot. Because over the last 3 to 4 years, the internet has changed their opinion about Dave. Now people are saying, well, actually, he's not a locale. He's not like these other guys. He's actually just playing games and having fun, and his content's actually not as bad as people say it is.
your character fast enough to maintain your shot. And keep in mind, there's no lock-on in this game. So you keep missing. I mean, that's actually a valid tactic. If someone's shooting you a lot, run towards them and mob them, and now they can't shoot you anymore. In Overwatch, you just turn in first person and shoot them and kill them. It's not a big deal. In this game, it's a problem, okay? So I think the reason is, number one, they want to differentiate themselves from Overwatch. If it was first person, that would be like blatant.
Well, are we seriously on 16 years? I remember when we were getting to DSP's 10 years of content creation. Damn.
Right.
I have been here for way too long.
Right. And number two, it's the Marvel IP, and they want to have those characters in your face at all times. And I think one of the major complaints about a game like Overwatch is you don't see the character at all times. So if you're buying the skin, great, but you don't see it.
Yeah, that makes sense. I've been watching DSP for 7 years. That's when he broke up with Leanna, right? I started watching in between the breakup with Leanna and Cat coming. I started watching like right after they broke up. Has it really been 7 years? Holy fuck, what am I doing here?
Until
I'm having fun,
like
that's what I'm doing here with my friends.
Cam or whatever, right? Well, in this game, you see your character constantly. So now you're going to have incentive to constantly be buying those skins and customizables, which, by the way, seems to be the monetization model they'll be going for, because the game is free to play, supposedly.
Oh, that's crazy, JC.
Next year, they're just going to try to...
When I started watching the anti-SOK videos were already coming out.
Sell all these downloadable things.
Yeah, chat's not my friend, though.
To make profit on the game. So, yeah, now, I play with a bunch of characters.
DSP hates when people play games early, though.
It feels to me like a lot of the characters are mishmashes of existing classes in Overwatch. Like, for example, the Punisher is Soldier 76 combined with Bastion, because he fires his gun just like Soldier 76. When he uses ultimate, it's like an ultra tracking gun just like Soldier 76, but his ability is a turret that he puts down, like when Bastion transforms into a turret. So he's kind of like a hybrid between two characters. And a lot of characters seem to be like that. Like Adam Warlock is kind of like the healing and buffing ability. And when you're in a firefight, fighters in certain situations, make a late night stream. It will be the major stream on Saturday. And that will basically be my final session of it, because the beta, I believe, ends August 5th. So it's a final opportunity to give it a test and see what I think about it. And supposedly,
yeah, I have no idea how Overwatch or Marvel Rivals play. So
playing the game, I hit level 6, and they said when you hit level 6, you unlock a free code to share with your viewers. So what I'm gonna do?
Did you guys
I'm gonna boot up during the show. I'm gonna see if they sent me that code yet, and if they did, I'm gonna give it out live.
I watched
I don't see why I wouldn't. I want someone to enjoy this over the course of the week.
I fucked up Captain Lego, man.
All week, so let's see if they gave it to me, and if not, I'll just keep checking, over the course of this week until they finally send it to me. I absolutely want someone here to enjoy it just like I have, okay? I mean, I'm only enjoying it because someone sent a code to me randomly, and I was lucky. So, it's only fair to pay it forward, right?
I enjoyed Deadpool.
I'll give a look here. I'll boot it up and see what happens. Anyway, I'll turn off the game audio. That way it doesn't bother you guys.
Hey, TJ.
Audio source. Here, see what those guys were up to. And by the way, no, I don't have a code. Oh man.
I'm going to skip the Marvel.
When I'm over there, listen, again, I know these guys are not my biggest dubs. I was good. We were in bed, and she went to sleep.
Okay, we're gonna rewatch this, even though we kind of watched it.
Sucks.
Marvel Rivals.
Yeah. My wife had to go to bed early last night because she had to go to work today early. But it was only around like right around midnight, I want to say, Pacific time. So I was good. We were in bed, and she went to sleep, and I was like, well, let's see what these guys are doing. And I turned on their show, and they were doing their thing. They were talking about a bunch of stuff I know absolutely nothing about. They were
watching Kino Casino in bed while your wife's right next to you.
But it's fun because...
Or did I say mom? Your wife.
I'm over there, listen, again, I know these guys are not my biggest fans. They've made fun of me just like everyone else. over the years. They razz me. They give me the business when I do
They're
something
equal
stupid,
opportunity
which
razzers,
everyone
though.
has the right to do. Correct? But at the same time, I feel like these guys treat me more fairly because they look at all the other people out there who are doing awful things, and they look at me and they're like, why does everyone razz and kind of like hate on Phil when he doesn't really do anything like
Van
these
Dong
other
said this
people?
earlier. Some of the people they cover are like legit awful people with the most fucked up lives you can imagine. So obviously Phil doesn't look as bad compared to them, but I mean he's still
Yeah, you can say every
pretty
once in a
bad.
while he has a flaw or whatever and he does something stupid and we call him out for it, but all the things that people say about him is like most of it doesn't even matter if it's true. Some of it's not true at all. It's just ridiculous that he gets this amount of hate. And so I feel like that's a fair
He's not
assessment,
twerking on
Mike Frank.
Xannies, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm okay with that. Razz me if you want. Make fun of me. I'll
Stop
razz
saying
myself.
razz.
Right? I don't
Please.
care. I know that I'm not perfect, right?
I'm not a person.
Stuart says, I found an article that says you have to redeem the code manually and how to do it. They give out limited codes per day. How do I get it? How would I get the code? Exactly.
Yeah, we can still make our own judgment. Just because I don't watch like horror cows, because I
Yeah,
I
how would I
just
get the
cannot.
code exactly?
I would not have fun watching them.
$8 p.m.
So I don't
Does it
watch them,
mean
but I
get
know they
sentenced every day,
exist.
8 p.m. Someone had mentioned that the other day.
But it doesn't
right?
make me like DSP more because there's worse people out there. And yeah, they called your wife fat, by the way.
I know what they've said about me. I'm not stupid. People are so dumb.
You're gonna have to.
They think like I've done absolutely.
You need
no
to ask for an
research at all on
apology
anyone,
before
right?
you're cool with them.
Right? Right? Oh my goodness. The event can be found on the homepage. There's a banner which changes between advertising new characters and invite codes. Top left corner, of course, pick the latter one. Oh shit. All right, let me try again. And just kind of chimed in on the stuff that they were talking about. Didn't really know much of what to say because I don't know who these people are. That have to, like, I know who iDubbbz is, but I've never watched any of his stuff. It's not like I have much to say, but Thor and Jeff. No, I don't see. I see a banner. Marvel Rivals Clash. And I don't see anything here. Galactica's Quest.
Kino Cathedral in chat.
Embark
They
on
want to
missions.
drive a wedge
Oh,
between
wait.
the casino and Phil,
Whoa.
but the pureness of this friendship is too strong.
What's happened?
I agree with that.
Yeah, I guess we'll see. But we have had some discussions about the possibility of
That's what I was saying. Great White
maybe
Knight.
having some interactions and collabs and stuff. Notably, as you know,
So,
I am absolutely 100%
was
going
being
to
so
react
weird.
to the Review Tech USA documentary coming out by June the King sometime in early August.
Oh, that would be
Okay.
fun.
Now,
Not a DSP reacting to it, but the
would it be
video itself.
cool to be
Watching
able to
DSP
do
react, it's gonna
like a
suck ass.
crossover deal?
Because he's
where we
gonna
could do,
he's gonna
like,
act so
a
high and
react
mighty about it.
together on that. I think so. I
He
think
wants
that
to
would
do
be
a
kind of neat.
crossover.
And it would be unique content, something that I've never really done before, right? At the same time, I don't know how to make it work because we don't know when it is. Like, if we knew right now, if
You go on stream every day. They go on stream like almost every day. I don't know how often they stream. I'm guessing at least a couple of days a week. Just when it comes out, text them and be like, "Hey, do you want to watch this together?" Why does everything have to be scheduled a week in advance when you're literally just playing video games? It's not like there's actual meeting rooms you need to go to. You're playing video games over the internet. You can switch your schedule at any point that you want. Right now, I could skip this, and I could start watching the Amberlin drama right now. Nobody could stop me.
we knew, oh, it's on August 7th and it's coming out
Don't
at
say
noon,
that, Shiok.
I'd be like, dude, all right, cool.
It's horrifying.
We can organize this. We can get this going. We can figure out how we're going to do it. Either they can join me or I can join them. We could be watching the video together in some kind of a thing right? Like a group viewing thing over the internet. That way, when we pause, we're all seeing it pause together and resume together and stuff like that. You know, I think that would be nice. But the problem is we don't know when it is.
You can do whatever you want.
So if we get concrete information on exactly when it's coming out, then we can plan it. But right now, I feel like it's just kind of like this weird thing where we're like waiting and we don't know yet.
Hey, JG.
I mean, the good news is there's no new games or anything coming out in early August. So it's not like my schedule isn't available to be shifted around. It is. But, you know, they're on the East. They're actually like Eastern time zone, and I'm Pacific time zone. So they're Eastern Standard Time. I'm Pacific Standard Time. So even there, it makes it even tougher.
Does it?
To figure out.
Does it? He streams. What is it? He starts streaming at 11 and he stops at 9. How does the time zone make anything harder? 3 hours ahead, but they stream at 4, 1, at 7 o'clock their time.
So what I'll do, I'll.
Oh, it's maybe yeah. I think
talk
one of them
with
might
these
be
guys. We'll try to figure
British
stuff
Columbia.
out. I'll also see if we can figure out when this thing is
They're
coming
like
out.
right next door to
all
Phil.
right, and go from there. And I'll let you know.
Maybe
You
expand
already know
Dom
I'm
could let
already
us know.
reacting to it. It's already happening regardless, but we may now do like a crossover event deal and see how it goes.
I can't wait to see
Okay.
how this.
So if you're into
How
that
this
kind of
ends.
stuff, go check them out on Kick. You know, it might not be your cup of tea. Certainly, you know, that's not the kind of stuff that I do here. I'm not sitting here doing drama content all day or anything like that.
Yeah, he is desperate for human interaction, and isn't that so fucking sad? He's so desperate to have like a friend. And he was just watching him and Rambo's streams on DSP Reacts, the Mario versus Sonic at the Olympics. This is fucking sad. This dude lives a sad ass life.
But they've been very nice to me, you know, and yeah, cool. All right, so I guess we'll see how it goes. All right, fair enough. So again,
They
welcome
call you
to
a
any of you
retard
who
and
may be
your
people
wife
coming
fat.
in from
Yes.
Kino Casino. This week, I've seen an influx of viewers, an influx of subscribers. I probably got like 200-300 new subscribers this week.
Wow.
Alone, that probably weren't natural viewers, but
And all those people are fans of a low-cal show. So is that 200 true and honest people?
people who came from the casino, and that's nice. It's nice to have you. Again, if you want to come here and have chill streams with me, that's what you're going to find here. I'm not the kind of guy, I'm not going to be sitting here talking about drama all day. You know, I got games to play, I got things to do, I want to have fun, chill interactions with my audience. That's what I'm about. So if that's what you're all about, come on by, you know. But, you know, when I'm over there, on the, you know, if I'm joining one of their streams and kind of hanging out with them, then obviously I'm going to roll with whatever they're doing too, okay? Excuse me.
That's sad, Excalibur.
Oh, man. I'm really sorry about this stupid cold. It's pissing me off. No, Avarice, see, here's the thing. He says, we don't do drama content. Reacting to the R2 documentary is not that. And I think he's being facetious, okay? When I'm reacting to a documentary, if you haven't noticed, first of all, I pick and choose the ones I react to. The reason is, the ones that I'm reacting to, I have some kind of a vested interest because somehow I'm
You have
involved.
a vested interest in
Alright?
RTU?
But the Wings of Redemption
He just makes fun of
documentaries I
you.
reacted to, this is a guy people have referenced in my content over the years.
How does
This
that
is a
make
guy
you...
who had a career parallel
You're
to
not part of
mine
the
on
documentary.
YouTube. And there were so many ways that I could compare my experiences with his, the things I've been through to the things he's been through, giving my takes on how he reacted to things and what he said over the years.
You want to react to it because RTU's made fun of you. So now you want to use this documentary that's going to make RTU look like a huge fucking dumbass. You want to use that to shit on him more.
People really
That's
liked
literally all there is to it.
my reaction content to his documentaries because it was insightful. You understand? I'm not just going to sit here and react to everything. I want to react to things that I feel that I can add some kind of educational insight into because of the
what
unique positioning
educational
that
insight?
I have being a YouTuber for 16 years and being involved with a lot of this shit. In the case of Review Tech, dude, this is a guy who, no exaggeration, has made half of his content about me for the last decade.
Okay, so he keeps on saying stuff that he's like a part of. So literally he just wants to shit on a guy that there's going to be a bad documentary about him. It's not going to be insightful. It's not going to be interesting. Just gonna be him calling him a dumbass,
Obsessed with me.
which is fine.
This is a man
RTU
who
sucks.
has an unhealthy obsession with me. And people have identified it and called it out, and he just doubles down, triples down, and quadruples down on it. And it's to the point of mania at this point. The way that this guy talks
Point of
about me.
mania.
I'm not like Phil Burnell. I have a family, and I do this and that, unlike Phil Burnell. And by
Yeah,
the way,
RTU wants to steal
May
my
the
girlfriend.
First
Feels
burst
bad,
be with
man.
you. Let's do an annual celebration
It'll probably
of May
work.
the First burst. And you look at this shit and you're like, this guy is fucking broken, irrevocably broken with the way that he's acting. He's a man that's supposed to be an adult parent, and he acts like he's a fucking 7-year-old
An adult
to
parent.
get views on.
An adult parent. Well, I guess teens do have kids sometimes, right?
On YouTube, right? Like, what the hell, dude? So
I guess you could be a teen parent,
yeah,
but most
like,
people are adult
I have
parents.
a very big vested interest in reacting to his documentary because, number one, I want to know who actually is rich to think that he's better than me, like he says all the time.
So yeah,
right?
it's
I want to
for
know
him to
who
make
is this
shit,
guy?
make
Where
fun
did
of
he
him.
come from? What kind of content did he make before he became a drama YouTuber, which is what he is, right? Like, he didn't always used to be like that. So what happened that he became this drama YouTuber? Because it's news. It's not news. TMZ is not news. Okay? It's not. It's gossip. That's like saying tabloids are news.
Is it?
Tabloids are not news. They're gossip.
I don't know.
You
They
are a
take pictures
gossip
and
girl.
shit.
Like, literally, you are a gossip girl. A
TMZ's
gossip
kind of
queen,
news,
in fact.
right?
You're a queen of gossip on YouTube, and that's how you made your living. Millions
It's gossip
subs.
sometimes,
That's
but
a gossip
sometimes they have like actual documents and stuff.
Well, I want to know how this all happened. All right? And I want to know, is there an actual reason why he has attached himself to me? What is the reasoning?
Because he's
Because
a
it's,
weirdo.
like I said, it's on the level of obsession. It's almost like he thinks that's the only thing he can do to get attention when the well runs dry. If there's no news today, go back to Phil, right? So anyway, that's, and again, if he wasn't obsessed with me, and if he didn't constantly have my name in his mouth, I would not give two shits about his documentary, and I wouldn't be reacting to it.
MM, are you
King
here
has done
still?
many documentaries over the last year. I haven't reacted to any of them. I don't care about those people. I'll let you know. I did watch a couple of them, actually, and I found them very entertaining.
Wait a second.
Dune the King has done many documentaries over the last year. I haven't reacted to any of them.
Oh, he said I
don't
haven't
care
reacted.
about those people.
But
I'll let you know.
he says I don't care about those people, but he did still
I
watch
did watch
them.
a couple of them, actually, and I found them very entertaining. But I didn't react to them because I didn't think I had anything to really add to them. But this is a case I do. All right? So that's why I'm reacting to this. But, if I had other people joining me,
Yeah, he
and I'm
doesn't
sure
have
those
time
guys
for
are gonna have
anything.
a lot more to say, and it might be very negative. But I'm gonna let everyone know, what I say, my opinions.
Did Kino Casino ask Phil if you want to do the react? Because if not, this is him like pushing himself onto them. Like, hey, you guys want to do stream? They have an interest in RTU. They know a lot about RTU. They did like the recent big stream about him. So I think they probably just want to do them by the. Oh, they did ask? I'll stop my rant right there then.
They have the right to chime in and say what they want, but it's not representative of how I feel. Like I've told you guys, I don't wish anyone harm. I don't wish anyone at all negativity. I just want everyone to be happy because I feel like if everyone was happy and well
Privately
adjusted,
sucked
they
each
would just
other
leave everyone
off.
else alone,
I agree.
right? Like, why would you want to have an entire living bringing down others and making fun of people if truly you liked your own life?
That's Kino Casino. Wait
Well
a
adjusted,
second.
they would just leave everyone else alone, right? Like, why would you want to have an entire living bringing down others and making fun of people if
Those are your new BFFs, by the way.
truly you liked your own life? Why would you need to bring down others? You would have positivity and things around you that you're enjoying. You don't need to destroy
Tell that to your
others
new
get
friends
over it.
then.
People who do this is because they're
They run a
miserable. Their
low-cal
lives are
show,
terrible.
podcast,
They're
whatever
not
it is.
happy. They need to degrade everything around them so they feel better about themselves. Those are bullies. That's literally the definition of a bully. Rich is a bully. Keemstar's a bully. These people are all bullies. They're career bullies, right? So
I'm not saying I have a problem
I'm
with
fascinated
Kino
by the story. I want to know
Casino
what's
either,
going
because
on.
obviously
And
I have a
I honestly
detractor
hope
channel, but
that things would get better. But
I don't know.
He
Because
does
again, I don't
great
even
white
know what's
hide.
going on with this guy. At this point now, I see clips of him eating edibles on stream, and he can barely keep his eyes open. It's like, oh my god, this guy is something else. Like this, he thinks this is content. It's like sad. 1 million subs. This guy has 1 million subs on YouTube. Holy shit. Anyway, so I'll have more information hopefully soon. I gotta work. Not only do I have to talk with the Kino Casino guys, but a lot of this again is hinging on when this documentary will happen for us to be able to arrange anything. So I gotta try to figure this out. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay, so I covered all that. Oh, all right. So what we like to do briefly, let's do the schedule for the week. Let's do a little bit about the news. Oh, and people are saying, well, what did you guys talk about and stuff? Go watch their archive stream on Kick. You go watch it right now.
No, don't do that. Go watch Swollen Dingus. They'll show you everything that Phil talked about.
You know, from last night. I think I was only on there for like maybe an hour. I don't know because it was so late, and then after that I went right to sleep. I was tired.
I'm annoyed right now, Seal, but if this ends up with a good payoff, then
see, I know that this guy is not real.
they'll be forgiven.
Hold on a second here.
Yeah, Swollen_Dingus, my bad. While his wife was asleep.
FYI, just so you guys know, this guy's not real in chat. He's fake, so I'm gonna get rid of him.
Uh-oh. See ya, Andy.
It's only a month-old YouTube account, and I'm in contact. I'm in contact with those guys already, so. Excuse me. Okay. Schedule. Today, Street Fighter 6 Blanca returns, and Stardew Valley chill on the late stream.
Send link for the video I was talking about. It's
it should be a nice stream. We got an
the
event
pinned
going on in the game where I have
link.
to present like 7 pieces of product that I've created in the game of the highest quality, and I guess you get rewarded on how high quality they are, or something like that. I think it's supposed to be representative of the midpoint of fall in the game. And then so that'll be fun. And of course, keep in mind those are interactive chill streams where we talk a lot. Tomorrow I'm off. Tomorrow's my day off from streaming. When I come back on Friday, it'll be the return of Nintendo World Championships NES Edition.
Oh no.
Where I'll be doing challenge runs in classic NES games.
It's crazy. You guys keep on saying he was like Derek in the chat, but he really was.
They have a weekly circuit that you play. Where basically you do like 3 games and then you put yourself against the world. So I did one last week, but now I have to see what the results are.
The way he begged for them to watch his video is
what ranking I
so
actually got
cringe.
in that. And then there'll be a new one and stuff. It'll be a fun stream on Friday's main stream. And then Friday night will be Friday Night Fights. More Street Fighter 6. I'm not sure if it'll be Blanca or another character. Saturday we'll do our final Marvel Rivals closed beta stream on the day stream. And then Saturday night will be Stardew Valley. Okay? Sunday will be React Day, where I react all day. You know, DSP versus the Internet Clip Show on DSP Reacts. The final Mario and Sonic at the 2012 Olympic Games retro react over on DSP Throwback. And then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or however many days I stream,
the
I don't know
DMs
what's
with
up to
them
my
are
wife's work
even
schedule.
more cringe.
Will be determined based on what happens with this Review Tech documentary. But you'll probably see more Street Fighter. You'll see more NES challenge or more Nintendo World Championships, more Stardew Valley, and I want to do more of the SVC Chaos game that we just
would be
started
fun,
playing. I've only
JG.
played it once, and it was pretty silly fun. I'd like to play that again. And we do have potential to do something else because we do have about 3 weeks. Well, I guess at that point it'll be like 2.5 weeks before new releases come out. So maybe we could do a game that's like a smaller scale game and do that. All right. So we'll see. But it should be a fun week coming up. Now that we've wrapped up some of the like big lingering things that we've been doing, right? It should be a lot more fun. So good stuff there. Okay, I think that covers the schedule and everything. The only other thing I want to mention, we're about to have 2 new playthroughs.
Hey, just like
begin
Howard Stone,
over on DSP
start.
Throwback, because as
Oh,
of
great.
tomorrow,
No,
the
please.
LA Noir playthrough will conclude.
I've never watched the DSP reacts or the DSP throwback videos. One day I was gonna restream. I think it was on Monday. So I went over to check out the video right before I started restreaming it. and it was the most boring shit I've ever seen. And I decided, I'll just stream later.
Dude, a big over-hour finale to the playthrough. It's over an hour long. And if you may be wondering, yeah, Phil, why wasn't there a new video today on DSP Throwback? As I mentioned earlier this week, YouTube issues. YouTube keeps auto-demonetizing the videos on the channel. Then the editors and I check
thought you
them and
didn't
say
care
there's
about the ad
nothing that
revenue.
it should be demonetized for. We have to apply it for a review. It takes upwards of 2 days for YouTube to review it. Then they say, oh yeah, our AI is wrong, and then they approve it for ads. And this has been happening with tons of the videos on that channel.
Sounds like
YouTube AI is broken. Basically, what happens is this.
Yeah, and also
Once
he already
YouTube
made the ad
finds
revenue
a
off
couple
of
of
them.
videos
That's
that
true.
it thinks may be demonetized. Like, let's say in LA Noire, there was a bloody murder case and there was some nudity because the body was exposed.
I was
It
thinking
was
about
a slasher murder. Okay,
doing
So
LA
that video gets
Noire on
demonetized,
Twitch.
right? All of a sudden, now the AI gets all uppity about it and literally flags every video on the channel as demonetized, and you have to manually dispute this to have a human look at the video.
You
and
guys
put
think
ads on
that
it.
sounds fun?
So we don't want to have videos going live on the channel quickly and then we can't get ads on them. So that's why you've noticed a delay and a stagger in the last week. There was a couple of days that were like that where there was no new video, and that's why. So tomorrow should be the conclusion of LA Noire, and then the next video should be the conclusion of Dante's Inferno, and then we're starting 2 new events. The first is
Yeah, he wants
Grand Theft
every single
Auto
nickel.
Vice City, the original playthrough.
Yeah, I only
2012,
played like
with upgraded
a
vision,
quarter of it, so
upgraded frame
I would like
rate,
to
better aspect
start over
ratio,
and finish it.
improved audio, scrubbed of licensed music so you can listen to all of the dialogue and not have muted parts, blocked parts, or any copyright issues
He's doing all this
whatsoever.
editing.
It will actually be an intact playthrough for the first time in over a decade. Plus 30-minute segments, proper titles, thumbnails. It's going to be a full rejuvenation of the Grand Theft Auto playthroughs of
Whoa.
yesteryear.
Full
So
rejuvenation.
it should be pretty fun. I can't wait to start putting those parts out and see what people think all these years later. It's one of my best playthroughs of all time by far. Pretty neat. So hopefully you'll check those out. Those should be going live within the week. And then the next playthrough is actually going to be the online play that I did in Red Dead Redemption 1. There's 2 different actual events. The first was about, I want to say it was like 28 videos
Yeah, how
or
many
something like
times
that.
can you
And it was basically
mail
4 to
the
5
GTA
hours of
or
John
the
Rambo and I
GTA
teaming up
games?
with other people online and just kind of riding around and doing silly gameplay so that we could make that raw footage into our Suicide Kings series where we would jump off of cliffs and
Oh, the
you know,
Suicide
do crazy
Kings.
stunts
He
and
loves
shootouts
that.
and
He loves
stuff.
talking about that.
and then we did a second
I'll be right back.
grouping of gameplay like a week later that was all the online multiplayer. So that was like the challenge events where you do like shootouts and stuff like that. That's based on stuff built into the game. It wasn't just like open world roaming. It was actually like built into the events of the game. So we have 2 whole different segments. I think one is like 20 some parts and the other's 20 some parts. So that's a lot. That's a lot of footage there. So definitely, those 2 playthroughs alternating will probably go through all of August and likely a whole bunch of September. All right. Then what's next? I came up with this idea last night when I was actually looking at the hard drives of my archive videos. Get this. How about this? Starting in either late September or early October for Halloween, I start Red Dead Redemption Undead Nightmare playthrough. We'll remaster that. And at the same time, we will balance that with Yakuza Dead Souls, the original Yakuza playthrough that I did back in the day on PS3 before I had ever played a numbered Yakuza or even understood what the franchise was. This is the what-if scenario where all the characters are fighting a mass horde of zombies. I don't even really remember the playthrough, but people tell me to this day it was a really good one because it was my first exposure to the franchise, and it would be absolutely pertinent for the Halloween month, right? So I think we got great content lined up right now. Like, I feel like we got a good amount of stuff ready to go for the pipeline for DSP Throwback. If you haven't checked out the channel yet, please go check it out. Please subscribe and give it a look. Consider checking out some of the videos. Consider maybe contributing to the channel, becoming a member. That is a big effort going into that channel for posterity purposes, my old content being restored, and I hope that you guys will watch and enjoy it. Okay? Goldfish, I know. He says, it's funny you started Yakuza with the zombie game. I know. I had not heard of Yakuza. And at the time, if you remember, zombie games were all the rage. And people had seen me play a bunch of zombie games and said, why don't you just buy this one? Because it just came out. Okay, I'll try it. That's how it was back then. Like, I wouldn't even know what a game is. People would be like, Phil, just buy this game and try it for the channel. Okay, I'll do it. And I would play it and we're like, oh, look at this. And then oh, wait, what is Yakuza? Let me go buy the latest one and see what it is. And that's how it all started. Seriously? T-Bone says, I'm excited for Red Dead Redemption Undead Nightmare. I never played it. The best what if scenario DLC ever. I would say the only other one that comes close was Festival of Blood for Infamous 1. But it's basically a non-canon story of what would have happened if there was a zombie apocalypse in the Old West when John Marston was there with his family. It is really dark.
Wow.
It is
that's
messed
so cool.
up. There's humor. There's horror. It's a really good DLC. So I think you're really going to like that one. Okay. So that's the schedule, guys. That was a lot to talk about. Now we got news.
That was a
So
lot
it's
to talk
time
about. Ah, shit. I
for
don't know
some
if I can
news.
listen to this.
We got what a podcast we have today. I told you it would be jam-packed. Okay.
Yeah, it's so jam-packed.
Man, oh my God. Look at all this news I have.
Bungie
Has laid off 220 employees, approximately 17% of its workforce.
Okay.
And the rumor is that Bungie is going to integrate those roles into Sony.
DSP loves saying that developers should lose their
So just
jobs.
listen,
so
here's what they're officially saying. We're committing to 2 other major changes today that will leave will
I
support
don't want
our
to hear him
focus,
acting all sad
leverage
about
Sony's
this.
strengths, and create new opportunities for Bungie talent. We're deepening our integration with Sony Interactive. We're going to integrate 155 of our roles into SIE over the next few quarters. We're also working with PlayStation Studios leadership to spin out one of our incubation projects, an action game set in a brand new
15%
science fantasy
JG?
universe,
That's crazy.
to form a new studio within PlayStation Studios to continue its promising development.
Probably yuck.
Hold on, because I have another quote here for this story. This is a direct quote from CEO Pete Parsons of Bungie. We were overly ambitious. Our financial safety margins were subsequently exceeded, and we began running in the red. Can I say something about Bungie? All right? At this point, it's time to stop pointing fingers at every other direction and point it directly at the management of Bungie. Okay? Bungie had a thing with Halo. It was insanely popular. They decided they didn't want to do Halo
I
anymore.
love businessman
They
Brunel.
sold it.
He
Then
does
they
have a
went off
business
to
to
do their own
drink.
thing. Destiny, which also was Halo. So they made Halo twice. Okay? Now they're lucky because they had such a huge fan base that they made a ton of money. But then they got into this deal with Activision. And of course,
Yeah, it feels
the whole
bad.
excuse was we can't do what we want.
I'm a Nintendo
With,
fanboy, not a Sony
with
fanboy, but I do
because
like
we're in
Sony
this
as
deal,
well.
and Activision is forcing us to do this with it and do this with it, and we don't like that. We need to get out from under the thumb of Activision. So they did. They left Activision. They went off to do their own thing. And then they continued to fail and made Destiny 2, and it was all right? But they continued to have issues. And then they went back under another major company. They went from Activision to Sony. They said they didn't want to be under the control of a major corporation, right? Because they felt that they didn't have freedom to do what they wanted, and then they ran right back to one. So now here they are years later. What games has Bungie put out? Destiny. Well, hold on. Halo, which they call Destiny, and then also Halo, which they call Destiny 2.
Oh my god.
Right?
Shut
So they
the
put
fuck
out
up.
one game.
No, dude,
In
that's not
what,
how that
20
works.
years? They've put
That's
out
not how
eight
that
games
fucking
Bungie put
works.
out. Destiny. Well, hold on. Halo, which they call Destiny, and then also Halo, which they call Destiny 2.
That's not how that
right?
fucking works.
So they put out one game. In what, 20 years? They've put out one video game. And now, finally, the hype is over. No one is hype for Destiny anymore. There is an installed fan base that will play and complain about every single piece of content that they release. But at this point, your bubble burst. All right? So you have a choice. You either make new
Their
games
bubble burst.
or you fade into obscurity. That's it. People are not going to continue to play
I need to
Halo
upgrade my
forever.
PC.
All right? They want something else. even the people who own Halo now.
I only
have
played like
failed with Halo.
strategy games
All right,
on
they had it. It was white
my
hot.
PC,
They
but I
had Halo
want to.
Infinite, super popular at launch.
City Skylines
Even they
2
couldn't
runs
make
like
it
shit
work,
on my computer.
right?
I
So
played
it's
at the
time to move
lowest
on.
possible.
You have to do something different. And it sounds
He
like they
burst on
were,
May 1st.
but listen, we were overly ambitious. Our financial safety margins were subsequently exceeded. We began running into... What are you talking about? What did you do? You made Destiny. What were your margins? Safety margins? You make one game. Like, what are you
Why
talking
stand?
about?
This is businessman Bruno.
This is like, well, you see, because we were making a game over here and a game over here and a game over here. And this one was making money and this one wasn't. And this one was a venture. You make one game. You literally are a fucking CEO of a company that does one thing.
No, they didn't literally make one game.
Make one candy bar.
No, that's not what they did. They
Bungie.
didn't make one
All
game.
you do is make one candy bar. So what the fuck is your problem?
That's
How do
not
you
what
fuck
happened.
that up?
They didn't make one game.
I don't get it. So it's sad, but hopefully, I mean, listen, I know that they have talent. The problem is, I feel
Sandwich
like
shop
the talent
analogy.
isn't allowed to really do anything with talent. It's just they have to keep making this shitty fucking Halo over and over and over. We have to, at this point, we have to do something, okay? Something different. And it sounds like that's what they're doing. Some of their employees are going to go work directly for Sony now because they don't want this project they were working on to just go away. I guess that's a good thing. But, I mean, was the writing not on the wall for the last 10 fucking years that all they do is make Halo and it will not be self-sufficient forever?
They make Destiny. Why does he keep on saying it's Halo?
Forever? I'm at a loss. I am.
They did not make Halo.
It's funny.
The game called Destiny, and it's different.
Covering the release of like Destiny and how internally they knew they were making Halo again, but they just didn't want to admit it. And then they released it, and everyone's like, it's fucking Halo again. Anyway, so that's sad. I don't like people losing their jobs. At the same time, hopefully, these people land on their feet at Sony, and I really hope that they recover and make something different. You know what I would love? If Bungie is one of these comeback stories where now they make a better game that's not Halo, and it actually is a good game and succeeds. I would love that. I'm just not convinced that the management has the capability of doing it since all they've done is made Halo for 20 years. Okay. Let's see here. For those interested, Mafia Definitive Edition is coming to Xbox Game Pass on August 13th. It's great. It's a great
yeah, play it for
game.
completely free, as Phil
I just wanted
says.
to throw that out there. There is a brand new Xbox controller coming out, and it is a total throwback to the PS2, Xbox One era.
What about the Deadpool one?
The original Xbox era.
Sick.
Remember
I want
how
the
all
Deadpool
controllers
Xbox
back then,
controller.
the fad was to be transparent and see-through. So this is a see-through blue controller that they're calling Sky Cypher Special Edition. It looks neat, but again, it's kind of like stuff you've seen. Like I remember I had see-through blue and red like PS2 controllers back in the day. So it kind of has that throwback feel to it. You might want to give it a look if you're in the market for a new controller. I think it's coming out very soon. So you might want to hold off and get that one rather than one of the 400 models that have already been out.
Yeah, no
Show
one's
us a
used a
pic.
translucent, or translucent? Is that the right word? Transparent? Case. No one's used one in 20 years, dude. They don't exist anymore. Player pun, what you're not realizing is that
I can't find it.
it lets Phil play games and pretend that they're free.
I just deleted the thing on my phone, and I'm trying to find... Is this it? Cypher Xbox... No. I can't find a picture of it now, of course. I didn't do this on my PC. I did it on my phone this morning. When I was in the kitchen eating breakfast, I found this story, and now I don't have a picture of it. So, look it up for yourself. Okay. Oh, just listen to this. Xbox put out their financial reports for the quarter. Listen to this. Revenue is up 44%, but 48% of that was reported because they bought Activision.
Wait, their revenue's up 44%, but 48% to 44. Okay, my bad. I'm stupid.
So the revenue did go up, but without Activision, it would have only went up by about 20%. Because they bought Activision, it went up 44%. There you go. Xbox content and services revenue up 61%, but 58% of that is from Activision. So literally, they only went up 3% without the acquisition. So they were basically stagnant, right? And Xbox hardware revenue has declined by 42%.
No, that's bad. Hardware
Well, you know,
has gone down 42%. That is
you
actually
announce
pretty bad.
projects such as, oh, you don't need a console to play Game Pass. Just buy an Amazon Fire Stick and stream over the cloud. It kind of disheartens people from wanting to buy your console. So I'm not really surprised that no one is buying an Xbox console right now. I'm just saying, like, oh my Lord. All right. We actually have someone who did an early access review of Star Wars Outlaws and actually gave negative criticism. So I'd like to go through what they had to say about it, okay? The open world of Star Wars Outlaws seems more organic than other Ubisoft games. Locations and special events will occur randomly, similar to Red Dead Redemption 2. Faction reputation system is a big part of the game. Siding with a faction can give access to new areas and settlements, discounts with vendors, exclusive jobs, and cosmetics. They nailed the Star Wars look and feel.
Yeah, Nintendo's by far doing the best, and Phil just will not give them the time of day.
Firing modes. Nyx is your lovable companion to distract enemies and scan the areas. The best part of the game is that it feels like a
like I
real
said, I'm a
Star Wars
Nintendo
open
fanboy,
world.
so
However,
I could just be clouded,
space
but
combat feels very
I mean, they put out
lackluster.
good
but it
games are
doesn't seem
mostly
like it's being
complete.
utilized that much in the game.
And
but here's the thing: the people who played the preview
I've sold a
only
lot.
4 hours.
And Phil just,
so there
that's the
wasn't much
one of
What
the two
if it's
companies
actually a
or
big
three
chunk of the
companies
game
he
you just
does
don't know
not
it,
want
and it ends up
anything to
sucking?
do with.
Like, oh no, I hope not. Right? And then the other thing,
Yeah, he's probably still just salty because of
gunplay and
the
combat feels sluggish and fairly
them
simple.
taking his
So
revenue.
you know what that says to me? No lie, this is Star Wars Red Dead. It sounds like they took the formula of Red Dead Redemption 2 and they turned it into
Star
Star
Wars Red Dead.
where
I think that's
the
gonna be
gunplay isn't great. The gunplay is kind of like an afterthought. It's very easy, auto-aimy.
I mean,
everything
Star
done
Wars
for you,
Red Dead would
but
be
it's more about
one of the greatest games ever.
simulating
So
being in the Wild West in Red Dead 2, right? So in this one, it's going to be more about simulating actually being
I don't
in
think
an
that's
open
what's
Star
gonna
Wars
happen.
world, and everything else will just be dumbed down, easy mode gameplay for everybody else. It won't be a big challenging game. So if you're looking for a great open world Star Wars narrative, this might be your game. If you're looking for a challenge, this probably will not be your game. There you go. That was I feel that
he's
was a
not
very
giving his
honest
own
criticism
opinion. This is literally
somebody
just a
there.
tweet.
Okay. Okay. Our last story. Twitch is reportedly at risk of becoming a zombie brand at Amazon and is still struggling for profitability. This is an IGN article from a couple of days ago. All right. Following a round of layoffs earlier this
Phil's
year,
gonna
Twitch
love
boss
this.
Dan Clancy admitted the streaming service has remained unprofitable.
Twitch's gonna
Now,
die
as Twitch
before
approaches
Phil.
10 years in Amazon's portfolio, it's still not profitable, and insiders have concerns about its future with the brand. According to a report in the Wall Street Journal, insiders are worrying that Twitch might become a zombie brand or an acquisition that's sidelined because it's just underperforming at Amazon. Other examples of this would be Goodreads and Woot, zombie brands that Amazon owns and don't really do anything with. Employees also reportedly are worrying they might face another round of major layoffs later this year following another annual review. Earlier this year, the platform laid off over 500 members of its staff, which has reportedly...
All his news is negative stuff about companies he hates. Great White Hype? Might be onto something.
Faced a new major setback with its web traffic ranking in the US falling. Its advertising sales and number of users are both ceasing to grow, so they're stagnated. Twitch's biggest spenders, one of its strongest sources of revenue, have also reportedly spent less on subscriptions and donations, with internal projections suggesting the trend might cost Twitch close to $250 million in revenue by the end of 2025. So people are spending less on Twitch than ever. A spokeswoman for Amazon told the Wall Street Journal the company still feels confident in Twitch's potential. It's been a tumultuous few years for Twitch. Remember that earlier in the year, Twitch shut down operations in Korea because it was too expensive. And also, the CEO resigned at some point. I didn't even know that the CEO of Twitch had resigned.
Whoa, you didn't even know that.
And the brand made a lot of controversial decisions in the last few years regarding guidelines, nudity, and all kinds of stuff. So, yeah. So basically, Twitch is falling apart at the seams, and it's not shocking to hear this news, quite frankly, at all. I wish.
Yeah,
it
they just need a
was,
public
but
apology
seeing
and offer
how
DSP a
that place
partner contract.
operates, you know. And the thing that gets me is like the writing has been on the wall for many years about this. That Twitch was on the downward trend, but people still treat it like it's the place to stream. Why? Discoverability? What discoverability? Let me tell you something.
Maybe because it's the biggest streaming website, and like 90% when people say they're gonna stream like a video game, it's almost always on Twitch. What does DSP mean? He doesn't know why people act like Twitch is the big streaming platform. No one uses Rumble. No one uses Kick. YouTube is the only competitor, and I don't think, at least for gaming, I don't think there's as many people there.
Times when on Twitch, I was like the biggest or one of the biggest streamers playing a certain game. Nobody cared. It didn't matter. No one looks for that. People only look
Probably
at what's
playing
the
a
trending
fucking
tab.
weird
That's it.
game.
So if you can't somehow hit the trending tab, it doesn't matter what you're playing. Discoverability is a moot point over there. It's a waste of time, you know. And when the trending tab is a bunch of people pulling stunts, a bunch of people undressing, a bunch of people who are paid shills for companies and got games early, so they're playing it 2 weeks before you can ever buy it. I mean, that's the trending content on Twitch. So why would you fucking care about being on Twitch? There's so much competition now. It's not just Twitch and YouTube anymore. It's Twitch, it's YouTube, it's Kick.
No
it's
one
Rumble,
uses
and there's
those.
others as well. There's all this competition. Why would you just sit there and be, I want to just stay on Twitch? Why? I don't understand that at all. It is on the way down.
Come on, dude.
And
Don't
let me
be
tell you,
serious.
if it remains this zombie company, it ain't going to get any better. It's just going to get worse and worse and worse. You know? I tell you this, if you're someone who streams on Twitch, and I know people who stream on Twitch.
Yeah, he loves
please
Kick
consider
now.
leaving. Do something good for
Sir
yourself.
Kino's on there.
Future-proof your existence as a content creator. Start getting the fuck out of there.
Okay,
because it ain't
guys.
gonna last. It's not.
I know
This
how I
is
talked
so
about
sad
playing LA
because
Noir
7 years ago
on
The
Twitch
discussion was
a couple
Twitch
of
might
minutes ago,
replace
but
YouTube. That Twitch was
I'm
actually
gonna have
on
to
the
leave.
up and up, an increase in viewers, increase in revenue. And if they kept on the trend they were going, they could just do an on-demand video service like YouTube, and they could surpass YouTube. That was the discussion. And then somehow they managed to drive
dude holds
the
grudges
fucking
like
bus right off a
nobody I've
cliff.
ever known.
They piloted the ship right into a fucking black hole, Aurora, Bermuda Triangle. I don't know how, but it must have just been so many bad decisions in management and everyone wanting to have some kind of a fucking dumb agenda, right? I don't know.
I mean, Twitch
you
was
guys know my
Twitch has a
experience
lot
there.
of cool stuff
the
because it
ups and
was
downs that I
literally
had
built
over the years at Twitch.
for live streaming,
Some of the
unlike
most
YouTube.
Asinine, dumb decisions I've ever seen. Yelling at me because my bitrate was too high. When
Oh
everyone
my
else
god,
was
you're
using that
still
bitrate
crying
too,
about that?
but I'm the one who gets singled out.
He is still
Get the fuck
crying
outta
about
here.
them.
It's supposed to be equal
This is
treatment
like
of everyone on your
a
site.
decade ago.
So either you complain to everyone or you complain to no one. No, you single me out. Well,
Dog,
fuck you,
this
I'm
is
leaving.
a decade ago.
And I come back years later, I build up my big community there. I give them tons of money for being there, and then they kick me out of their partner program literally for no justifiable reason, and they refuse to justify it.
A
Could have
decade.
sued them, didn't, but I could have sued
A decade. What the fuck do you mean you could have sued them?
reason, and they were being there, and then they kick me out of their partner program literally for no justifiable reason, and they refuse to justify it. Could have sued them, didn't, but I could have sued them for lost revenue because they refused to prove
Could have sued
any
them.
kind of
Yeah.
violation of any terms of service whatsoever, which they legally
Even if Phil had a slight case, which he has zero case, I mean, he's still going up against Amazon.
had to do. You can't just
So
penalize
he wasn't gonna
someone
win,
without
but-
showing what they did wrong. You have to prove it. They didn't prove it.
Where does it say that you can't penalize somebody without showing them what they did wrong? Where DSP says he could have sued them and won. Where in the contract does it say, or is there a law somewhere that you can't not show someone why they they kicked you off Twitch?
Could have sued. I said, nah, you know what? Fuck them. I don't want to be treated like that. I'll go somewhere else. And now I'm here on YouTube, and I have not.
Yeah,
had
he
a
eventually
single
admitted
problem.
that they told him. No, just
Right?
retconning that now.
So you know, it is what it is. And I'm not going to go back there. I don't want to be treated like that. And I have no confidence with the sinking ship of how bad it's gotten. You know, you hear all the horror stories of this bullshit political stuff is going on over there, and they're pushing this kind of agenda, and good luck getting seen when you got women undressing constantly and fucking it's okay over there. They like it. It's like, oh, okay. That's really what I want to be, right? Sorry, I don't want to be on a fucking OnlyFans site competing with people. I'm trying to stream and play a video game and hang out with an audience and be a normal person. You know?
You're good, Seal.
Sorry
you're,
for me. You know, I'm trying to make a living here.
It's
Here in the land
appreciated.
of normalcy, but whatever.
Yeah, exactly, Matt Bear. Even they gave him the links and timestamps, it would say
Anyway,
it's not evidence or wasn't something terminate his contract over. Exactly.
All right. That's the news for today. It's now time for shout-outs. Okay? Let's see. Chill Force this morning with a $20 super chat to get started. Thank you, Chill Force. Says, oh, wait a minute. There we go. The news is over. I love every time you go on Kino Casino on their chat. I can't wait for a collab. My favorite content of yours is when you cover drama topics and provide commentary.
Wow. Thanks,
for me,
ChatGPT.
I'll be honest, that's not my
exactly what
favorite.
it sounds like.
You know, if, again,
Yeah,
I feel
Cat
like
needs
I
to do
can
yoga
add
streams.
something that is insightful because I'm involved in it, right?
Did
In
you
the
guys
case
see
of
the OnlyFans girl that was
Winter
doing
Redemption,
breastfeeding
that's a
tutorials? It wasn't with the
situation
real
where
baby, by the way.
Parallel to the guy. We make
But she was doing
content at the same
breastfeeding
time.
tutorials with like a fake baby.
You know, we know the same people.
To just like show her
We've been
boobs
through
and do
drama. I
OnlyFans
can add
promotion on YouTube.
content
It eventually
and
got taken
perspective
down
to
pretty
all.
quickly, but
Correct. There you go.
that's wild.
The review tech thing. This is something
You would
has
think as a
involved
woman,
me in his life. I
you
didn't
would
involve him. I could
not
care
want
less
to
who the guy
sexualize
is. I just want him to
breastfeeding.
leave me alone, and I've only said that about 4,000 times in the last 10 years. He cannot keep my name out of his mouth. So now it's time for him to get his time in the firing line, and it's his own fault, right? So I absolutely have a reason to react to that one, and I will be doing it. Okay, so that's coming up, and thank you, Chill Force,
Sure. Thank you, Chill Force.
for the super chat this morning. Oh, you didn't know
Yeah,
that?
it's sad,
Chill
man.
Force
It's
says, I look forward to those renewed Let's Plays. I didn't know you were doing that. Yeah, that's the DSP throwback channel, where it's my classic stuff being completely restored to look like modern gameplay. The
Just
audio
like
being
the
redone,
Seven Samurai
longer
4K
parts, titles, thumbnails,
restoration I saw.
rejuvenate it. And like, for example, with the Grand Theft Auto playthroughs I did in 2012, which is some of my
Just
best
as
ever
high
globally,
quality.
right? They're destroyed on YouTube because they all had copyrighted music at the time, and YouTube didn't have issue with it at that point. But then all of a sudden in 2013, YouTube started running this algorithm. Oh, if you have licensed music, your video gets muted. Your video gets shut down, blocked worldwide.
Yeah, because
So
if they
there's entire
didn't, they would
chunks of
probably
those
get
plays
sued.
missing because I had the radio on. So the idea now is re-edit them, re-upload them, and now YouTube has an AI copyright removal tool. So if it matches that, you can just get it right out, and the video could be, and people can watch it now. I mean, yeah, it'll suck to have the music removed, but what can you do? At least people will be able to watch it again, right? So yeah, I think people are really gonna like that. Okay. Let's see here. Did I talk about Dr. Disrespect coming back to Twitter during the gaming news segment? No, nobody cares. Who cares about that? Who cares about him? Fuck him. Anyway, wow. I received.
Uh-oh.
Let's see here.
Oh, yeah, I did see that. He was complaining about the removal. If it's like more than a minute, it doesn't work. And there's like one other thing.
Listen to this. I just received a $100 tip. Holy shit.
Oh.
And this person has a big story to tell. Okay?
Oh, great.
So let's see what they have to say. Thank you so much. An insanely huge, supportive $100 tip. First of all, let's see if I can get this to play.
The fact that he still has to do the manual
I'm feeling better today.
animations is
Yesterday,
so
I didn't feel good.
so
That can actually
bad.
wait. Feel much better today. Okay. So, listen to this. This person says their name is Jason. So let's get Jason on the leaderboard.
Great.
Let's read their
Thanks,
story.
Jason. Yeah, it's the money buff.
And thank you so very much. What an insanely generous contribution here today to start. That is awesome of you. Okay. My name is Jason, and I'd like to tell you my story a bit. I discovered you through It's a Gundam. That's another guy, for the record. I know nothing about that person whatsoever. I've never seen a piece of content. I don't know anything about who they are, what they do. I just know that they literally rag on me all the time, just like Rich does. And I don't know what the fuck their problem is. They try to interject themselves into the Screw Attack, or the side scrollers interview that I had. I was like, who are you? Well, first of all, why do you sound like Yucko the Clown? Because you do. You sound exactly like Yucko the Clown for the
I
Howard
forgot
Stern
he
show.
said that.
And why do you
He sounds
constantly
like
try to
Yucko
interject
the
yourself into
Clown.
my life?
What
You're
the fuck is that?
Get the fuck out of my life and keep my fucking name out of your lips.
Oh, I thought he was gonna say his
Incredible
wife's name.
asshole. But anyway,
Incredible
discovered
asshole.
It's a Gundam. I started coming to
Yucko
your
the
streams and seeing
Clown.
what the big deal was. I admit I was a detractor, leaning
Oh my. So this is a LARP.
leaning due to how I discovered you. Oh, I was
So it's a
detractor
LARP.
leaning due to how I had discovered you.
It's
I
a
got
LARP.
banned pretty much
That's
right
it.
away about 2 years ago. I probably deserved that. I thought I was being a shithead. Anyway, I was in the Kino Casino chat, and you came by with when you were doing the MrBeast bars review. For those who don't know, I want
Yeah,
to say
isn't
it was
it
like
crazy
Friday
how
of last week.
every day
And
there's
this is
a
when I just heard
former
of who these
detractor
Kino
that
Casino guys
realized
were.
their error?
And I heard that they had reacted to my reaction to Rich previously. So I went to check out their live stream on Kick just on a whim. And they were actually going to do when I reviewed the Feastables bar earlier this year. Remember I did 2 Feastables bars review on DSP Reacts. So they were reviewing that. They were watching and reacting to it. And I dropped in. And
But it's been
started
tough
talking in
lately.
your chat when
Yes,
that was
Not
happening.
fair.
Okay, so that's what he's describing here.
Oh my god,
I
that's
gotta
a
admit,
classic
seeing you as a
moment.
normal guy interacting with people who you don't have a bias against, or no, people who don't have bias against you, has actually changed my viewpoint
Wait,
on you. You're a
is
good
he
guy.
talking
It's
about
you? I admit, seeing you as a normal
Kino
guy
Casino?
interact when that was happening. Okay, so that's what he's describing here. I gotta admit, seeing you as a normal guy interacting with people who you don't have a bias against, or no, people who don't have bias against you, has actually changed my viewpoint.
Is he saying this about Kino Casino? Is he giving Bill $100 because of his interactions with Kino Casino? Or it could be about Brian, I guess, too. But if it's about Kino Casino, this is 100% OIC.
On you. You're a good guy, just trying to make your way through a crazy, cruel world like the rest of us. And I
Crazy,
want to
cruel
apologize
world.
for
Yeah,
my
this is
previous
LARP.
detracting. I hope to see you play Tekken with Andy. Have a great day and keep your
What a
head up.
lurk.
Well,
What a fucking weirdo.
Here's the weird thing about all that. Like, that's how I am every day on my own streams. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a normal dude. I'm not here pulling stunts. I'm not here lighting fires. I'm not here doing pranks. I'm not causing drama. I'm just playing games, just having a fun conversation. Like, that's me. That's the real me. You know? The old Phil of yesteryear, who used to do all kinds of stupid shit, you know, constant sexual commentary and shit like that, you know, those days are long gone, right? And I
was a
wish,
great
that's what I've said this
conversation.
over the years. I just wish that I could do what everyone else gets. You know what I'm saying? Like, everyone else can hang out and have fun. Everyone else can go on someone else's show and just shoot the shit. Anyone else can be a guest. Anyone else can collab. Anyone else could do a lobby with someone in Street Fighter and not have their detractors go mass harass the person for a month straight. You know, that's normal activity. Like, you can just do that stuff and do fun stuff in life. I'm not allowed to do that. Just like I'm not allowed to have a sponsorship or a partnership.
Yeah,
If
he's
I ever
not
do,
allowed.
The detractors go harass the fuck out of the company. And even though there have been times when the company outright says to me, we have no problem with you.
You know what I've forgotten about? The spawn seats thing. Oh, that's good. I might have to do like a little segment on it.
We just
in
can't
the
deal with the
future soon.
detractors. I suffer from
That
it,
was good.
right? That's actually what happened when I was partnered with Curse for a year after the Machinima fallout. I was partnered with Curse for a year on YouTube as my partnership company, and they literally dropped me saying your detractors constantly contact me.
They call them
all the
detractors?
time.
Is that what they call them?
nonstop.
They-
So we can't.
It's
be
weird
bothered
how
with that
everyone
anymore.
he
We have
talks
let
to
you
sounds
know.
exactly like him.
Exactly. I can't play Fight Game. Why?
Interrogation
Because
files.
you know my detractors would find a way to reverse engineer it to get my IP address because they're losers. You know? So the thing is, I am a normal guy. I would love to do all those things. I can't do them because of these mental cases. These really ill people who won't let go of me.
Okay.
And I don't think at this point there's anything I can really do to change that besides
I would
other
love
people
to.
of intelligence, logic, and matter of factness seeing this situation for what it is from the outside and saying, what is wrong with these people? These people need to be called out and stopped. right? And I'm seeing that start to happen now. And that's a great thing because I've only been going through this for over a decade, you know? At this
DM
point,
me on
you know,
Twitter.
it starts off with, they had a point. This is how you don't play, had a point.
I might not
sucked
have
at
the
games,
skills,
I
but
was making money sucking. I was making fun of game developers.
Wait a
had
second.
Point. I sucked at games. I was making money sucking.
is anyone clip that?
Point. This is how you don't play, had a point. I sucked at games. I was making money sucking. I was making fun of game developers. I was a lazy content creator.
He's
The
making money
content was
sucking.
immoral and had a lot of nasty commentary. You know, we keep going on and on with all the things they used to say. But then you continue on. Like, so what happened after that? Well, now Phil starts to change for the better. So now we're on to the next thing. Now we're on to the next thing. Now we're on to the next thing, the next thing, the next thing. And eventually it became the things that they were saying were bad don't exist. Why? Because they don't care if it's real or not. They're not trying to prove a point anymore. They're not trying to say I'm bad and improve. They're just trying to say he's bad no matter what. Because what's happened is there's this weird parasocial relationship where these people have created a cult-like culture around hating me. They have entire
we're in a
years-long
cult.
friendships, fan or hater groups, discords based on shitting on Darkside Phil.
I met my girlfriend
And the
shitting on
moment that
Dark
goes
Side
away,
Phil, so
where that veil is lifted and was
Guess
like,
he's
oh my
right.
God, look at this weirdo toxic shit under here.
oh no.
They lose out on having that kind of association anymore. They won't
Oh
have
no.
that relationship anymore. You
Yeah.
see? So to them, that's their lifestyle. Is every day I just hate on Phil and we make shit up and we try to ruin his life, and that's great. What do you mean that's weird? Well, now
Phil's
the
gonna be
light's
lipped
finally
on me
being
soon.
shined onto those people. And people are like, what the fuck? Like, listen, the Kino Casino guys, fair enough, they'll make fun of me and they'll
That's
make
true,
fun of
man, fair.
things that I've done and stuff, but they have looked at the situation and they're like, we don't get the detractor shit. We don't. Like, there's a difference between make fun of the guy for his shortcomings or literally try to ruin his life and make it he can't do anything because you're up his ass about it constantly. And that, I mean, if they as outsiders have seen it and recognized it, that's just the tip of the iceberg. That means it's going to start happening everywhere now. And because they're kind of brave to speak up about it, I think what's going to happen is you're going to see other people now start to see it as well. Again, what people used to like to
How'd
do
your wife that, by the way?
is group me in with other lol cow people who
He's
I'm
doing
not.
the
I
same
am not
brand
Boogie.
over
I am
again.
not Wings. I am not LTG. I don't lean into lol cow shit to make money.
Just
I'm the
because you don't lean into it doesn't mean you're not a low cow.
opposite. I don't want any association with that bullshit. I just want to be left alone. But no one will leave me alone because they're mentally ill and they
Okay,
get
big
some
ups
kind of
interrogation files.
parasocial
I'll get to it
relationship,
after
not
the
off of
stream.
me,
I'm gonna end
but
pretty
off of
soon.
hating on me with their bully groups. So now the veil's been drawn back and people are seeing the corrupted, disgusting shit that's under there and like, oh man. So I think it's the beginning of the end, quite frankly. It just took a really long time to get here. And I hope that it continues, you know, but I guess we'll see. You know, again, you got to take everything with a grain of salt. I've been through situations where I felt like people were being nice to me, and then I get stabbed in the back, and then I get treated like dirt.
Get stabbed in the
I
back.
just hope that doesn't happen for the millionth time. It would be nice. It would be a nice change in my life to actually be treated with some dignity and respect for once, because I reciprocate dignity and respect. If I'm treated with dignity and respect, I will give that back to you.
That's beautiful.
And I don't feel like I get that fair treatment.
Oh,
Maybe I
man.
will now. I don't know. I guess we'll see.
Yeah, people are gonna be nice to him now because over the last 3 to 4 years, things have changed.
And now here's the other thing as well. Okay? Cordy the Kid just did a super chat, and I want to address this directly. Cordy the Kid says, every dono makes detractor seed. As much as that's true,
I'm seething.
I've always said this, and I will
I'm
stick to
so
my guns.
mad
Please
right
listen,
now.
This is very important. Do not contribute to my content to make my detractors cry.
I'm
do not
crying
do
right
that.
now.
I only ask that
Who
you
else is
contribute to my
crying?
content if you like my content and you want to see it continue. That's it. Because I want to earn your support. I don't want it to be, oh, look, I want to stick it to a bunch of degenerates. It's all well and good.
Degenerates.
But I want people to support me for me. You understand?
I wouldn't
Not this,
classify
not
myself
this
as a
Neil
degenerate
Druckmann
whatsoever.
bullshit. Where with Last of Us 2, oh, every time you buy Last of Us 2, you're sticking to the haters. No.
Yeah, he wants
I don't
to
want
earn
to
your
fall
support
to
by
that level
begging
of
for it.
degeneracy. I want people to come here and say, support Darkside Phil because he makes good content. And we like him as a person. That's why I want to see that content continue.
Well, if you
so I
only
will
want
support
money
him.
that way,
That's
it's
why I
not
want
going to
you come
happen.
by.
Nobody
You know,
likes you as
word
a
of the
person.
kid, if you literally never support me ever again, that's fine. Okay? But that's my mentality. That's my mantra. I don't want people supporting me to stick it to my haters at all. In fact, it's this simple. Don't talk about the haters.
This Halion person has been in chat saying some like weird things that sound really fake, and they just said, "I cannot believe I watched you for over 15 years. I was 21 when I started watching you, but never was really active, and because of time zones in real life, I often miss your streams." That's definitely a troll.
At all.
That is a larper.
Right? Don't talk about the haters at all.
You gotta send money to
ignore
get a
them
response to
like
that,
they
though.
don't exist. Okay? Cool. So, according to the kid, thank you for that. So, by the way, yes, we will have some rewards here based on Jason's massive positive tip.
Thank you, Jason. He has a massive tip.
But I gotta figure out what. We'll definitely do gunner glasses, but a hat. Like, today I'm gonna start playing with Blanca, and I haven't played with Blanca in a very long time. And for those who don't know, maybe you haven't ever watched me play Street Fighter. I tend to get very heated when I play Street Fighter. My blood pressure goes up a lot. And I get
He
agitated
loves the
if I
massive
fight
tip.
certain people who
His
kinda cheese
blood
their way
pressure
through
goes off.
matches and stuff.
Oh my god.
I can't go crazy all out playing Street Fighter.
His
If we're gonna
blood
wear a
pressure's
hat,
gonna go
I have
up,
to find
dude.
a hat that's like not an intrusive hat. It has to be like a lighter hat.
He has to find a hat that's not intrusive to play Street Fighter.
So it doesn't distract me. Plus, I get very sweaty when I play Street Fighter. So
He's gonna be
gotta
too
figure
into the
that
game,
out,
so he
like what I
can't
can do
wear a
that's not
hat
gonna
that's
be
distracting.
a detriment to me playing.
Sure hope so, Excalibur.
Okay. Oh. See you later, Kyle. All right, so guys, last chance. If you'd like to talk about something, please tag me in the chat, or if any contributions come in, last chance to get shouted out because we have to get started soon with gameplay. But I need to blow my nose. First time the entire stream, I have to blow my nose.
Wow.
So that's an improvement over the last couple days, right?
Guys, this is your last chance to send me money. Dead air. Dead air. Yeah,
you
how
have
long does it
recording
take him to blow his nose? Like 30 seconds.
Okay, perhaps I should have paused the recording there, but I'm not that smart. So instead, I muted everything and blocked the camera. And now you have like a minute of dead air. Sorry about that. I received a $2.50 tip from Chocoboco. I'd like to add my 2 cents. I originally found you off of This Is How You Don't Play videos. I thought one day I would check your streams out to see it live and then leave. Turns out I ended up liking you as an entertainer. The best compliment I can give you is you're a guy that I can tune in for a chill
quick
stream and
pull.
not cringe at your content. Well, there you go.
Wait, how?
Out to see it live and then leave. Turns out you off of This Is How You Don't Play from Chocoboco. I'd like to add my 2 cents. I originally found you off of This Is How You Don't Play videos.
Look
I
at all
thought one
these
day I would check your
larpers.
streams out to see it live and then leave. Turns out I ended up liking you as an entertainer. The best
Fucking
compliment I can give you
larpers.
is you're a guy that I can tune in for a chill stream and not cringe at your content. Well, there you go. And certainly I'm not saying that there aren't cringe moments.
These guys are really
Right?
getting to
There
him.
are absolutely cringe moments in my content. I will openly admit that. But I'm not all about that. Like, I'm not a cringe creator. I'm not here to make cringe content
Then why do I
and
have
somehow turn that into
200
monetization and stuff. You know what I mean? I just want to hang out. I mean,
videos
that's how this all
on
started.
this channel?
man. Literally, the first day I made content for YouTube, it was just a silly thing. I put a camera on a tripod in front of me. I pointed at a TV, and I
Ah,
played
he's a
Star
sock. That makes
Wars,
sense.
The Force Unleashed, and I was doing a Star Destroyer thing,
Imbo.
trying to grab a Star Destroyer with my Force powers, and it doesn't work. And I'm just showing how it doesn't work, and I'm commentating over how bad it is. And I'm thinking, this is silly. It's a silly little thing. I'll toss the video. I'll get like 10 views, right?
That's the only thing
That's all
I
ever
hate
wanted
Excalibur.
to do, just hang out,
To him, there's
share
no
some
difference.
gameplay, share my thoughts on a game with an audience. And did I ever think in 2008 that anyone would give 2 shits about my opinions or my gameplay or anything? No. Here we are 16 years later. Daily, I get hundreds to thousands of people watching my content from all over the globe, enjoying what I do, chilling, hanging out,
I've turned it into a living. People support it. They want to see it continue.
They support it, but you
It's
have to
something
beg
crazy.
for it.
It's something amazing. It's something unintentional. And it's something so unique and lucky that it happened that way, because I don't think it would have happened at any other time. You know what I'm saying? Like, at all. So,
Yeah, no one cares
Yeah.
about his thoughts.
I'm glad you feel that way. This is not an orchestrated event to try to print money like a lot of other people do, right? It's not milking. There's no milking going on here. We talked about milking yesterday. I think
Oh,
we had enough
no.
milking. We don't have to talk about that again. Thank you, Nev, for a $10 super
No more
chat. Let's get the
milking,
stream
please.
going excited. Thank you very much, Nev. And Fart did a super chat. Starting a
Thanks,
4-day
Fart.
weekend in an hour. Cheers. Congrats. 4-day weekend starting on a Wednesday is pretty crazy. Wait a minute. How would that work? Wait a minute. Your 4-day weekend is going to start on Thursday. You must be further forward in the time zones than I am. I bet. Because it's probably
Maybe it
Thursday,
works
Friday,
on
Saturday,
Sunday.
Sunday. Because it can't be Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It wouldn't work.
Why not?
Okay. Cool. Thank you.
Well, if he works on
Um,
Sundays.
Cypress TV says, yes, back in 2008, I remember seeing the Star Wars video. I know who you were, but it was a great video for the time. Okay. Whew. All right, guys. Well, I think it's time to wrap it up.
All right.
Thanks for a great
Thank God.
show. And
Well, I wish I could say that I had a lot of fun tonight, but I did. Thank you guys for showing up. That was a very fun and positive stream. See, I'll say goodbye to anyone I can see in these last couple of messages. Goodbye, JC, Jay Cosney, JG, Seal, Sheer King, Seal. Oh, I said you twice. MRBR, Capital Goman, Medbear, Excalibur. I probably missed a couple of people that are still here, but goodbye. I'll see you guys soon. I always say tomorrow and I never show up, so I'll just say soon.